Welcome to Angry Joe's Battle Reports. This is the second battle that we're having here after our Christmas battle in which Other Joe was completely slaughtered by Alex.
It was luck.
It was
luck.
It was a massacre. It was a Christmas massacre, right, Alex?
Wonderful. It was wonderful.
Not for me.
And well, you guess what happened? The Emperor himself heard of such massacre that one of his favorite sons, the Space Marines, were devastated, and so he's assigned me, a fellow Astartes chapter, the Blood Angels, to seek out, as you can see here, Juanito, get his gene seed and save it, so that the Emperor can have his favorite children still, the Space Marines.
You must take vengeance.
And replenish their ranks. But in order for that to happen, the Blood Angels must obtain glorious vengeance on these Nurgle demons. We have tracked them to the planet, and we are luring them with this citadel right here and Juanito's dead body, and we're waiting for them to come out so that we can ambush them. All right, what kind of mission is this, Joe?
This is Eternal War Strike Force, No Man's Land.
Excellent. So in the middle of No Man's Land, you'll have a special objective, if you can read that for us.
Secure No Man's Land. At the end of each of your turn, if you control the central objective marker, you score number of victory points equal to the current battle round number. So if you get one victory point for the first battle, second victory point for the second battle round, and etc.
What happens in the third battle round, though?
You get
3
0
victory
for you,
points.
7 for AJ.
Joe, thank you, Joe. I will avenge your honor. Here are our secondary objectives. I have chosen Slay the Warlord, Attrition, and Domination. And Alex has chosen Raise the Banners, Domination, and Slay the Warlord. Okay. And we're just going with a themed battle here, and just basically, I have to save the Space Marines gene seed, and Alex has to wipe them from existence. So we've already set up on the battlefield. I am the attacker, Alex is the defender, and let's just kind of show off some of the units now. Alex has some Nurglings, which I've allowed him to use his setup ability, which allows him to set up, outside of his deployment zone. Normally in this mission, you can't do that, but Alex's army is, frankly, pretty weak.
They're bad.
Not only are the Nurgle demons not as powerful as, say, the Death Guard, Alex just bought these just for, to convert and make cool and not really be competitive with. So we barely just had enough 1,000 points.
Yes.
And he barely beat me.
We're going up from 10. We're going up from. No, Joe destroyed you. You had no
But you
chance.
call his team trash.
Yeah.
I died to them.
Well, his team is trash except for this guy right here. This is the reason, Joe, that you lost so badly, because you couldn't crack his toughness of 8. All right. So while the Nurgling demons. He doesn't have any fast attack. He doesn't have any elites. He doesn't have any range. He doesn't have any, heavies. But what he does have is some strong HQ choices. But since we were assigned by the Emperor, we know this. We know of Santa. He's galaxy known. So we came prepared, and hopefully we can bring him down and not have the same things happen to the Blood Angels. So I went ahead, and so your list is actually 1 point over, and my list is exactly 1,000. So as we learn the game, we'll increase our point values more and more. So as I said,
I don't have any more dudes.
I know. Yes. Oh. Yes, you do.
Not
we
Christmas
got
dudes?
you an extremely well-painted Death Guard army that is competitive, that all of us are scared of, right?
Not me.
And they'll probably wipe my Blood Angels out. But now is not the time to talk about that. Now is the time for revenge for OJ, revenge for Juanito, revenge for the Space Marines. So, as I said, we allowed them to go ahead and do their normal ability of deploying. So you've got a unit of Nurglings there. You've got Santa right here. You've got some Plague Bearers over here. You've got additional Plague Bearers on his side. And what is this called?
Feculent Gnarl Mob.
This is actually LED. We can
It's
turn these
LED
lights
lit,
on,
yeah.
but you can't really see it because this was a part of the Christmas Army, and then some Nurglings back there. The Space Marines have arrived, and they have a Razorback with twin las cannon.
That's a street sweeper, right?
Yeah, fine. And then we have a Ball Predator, specialty of the Blood Angels. We have a Sanguinary Priest. With jetpack, we have some intercessors right there. We have another squad of intercessors right here, but they are in that Razorback over there. And then you have the Sanguinary Guard and the Sanguinor. That's a stand-in model for the Sanguinor. He's just a badass model. And then you've got a Land Speeder. Now,
Did you show off the Jesus piece?
The Jesus piece?
Oh, sweet baby,
Yeah.
the Nurgle Jesus.
I forgot about the most
forget
crucial
about it.
piece. There is a Demon Prince conversion here, right here.
Sweet baby Nurgling Jesus.
Sweet baby Nurgle.
8 pound, 2 ounce baby Nurgling Jesus.
And what did you give him?
I think he's got 2 claws.
Yeah, 2 talons that just rip people's faces off. He's got wings as well.
Of course he's got wings. Look at those wings.
The wing upgrade. Excellent. So let's get this battle started. First things first, we're going to go ahead and have to roll for initiative. So grab a dice.
This decides the whole battle. This is it.
See who goes first and who goes second. Right? It's an additional roll. It's not just...
Yep.
Okay, so... Damn it!
Again! Again!
That's what our roll was for the setup.
All right, that's 6.
No! That was my roll.
Now you roll 2.
Now I'm going to roll a 2.
Okay.
Ah!
Not off to a good start, man. You're making me nervous.
Don't worry, Joe. I got your back. For the Emperor, I won't allow your gene seed to fall to the Nurgles. Heretics.
All right, so I go first.
Yes.
Now I have to remember how to play.
Yes. So I've got a cheat sheet here for you there. You're going to start with the command. The battle round starts. Your command phase, you gain 1 command point.
Sick.
And then your movement, go ahead and move.
It's bowel movement, right? Because of Nurglings?
Yeah, and you can advance if you'd like, so as long as you don't shoot or fire.
Oh, I can't do any of that because I only have sharp, pointy things.
You can advance.
Yep.
Advance is movement plus d6, but you cannot shoot or charge afterwards.
Well, I wouldn't be in range of you anyway. Okay, so it's my normal movement plus d6, right? And I roll for each.
If that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Okay, so what would you like to...
We're going to move this group of Plague Bearers. They get +2 movement because they're within range of Spoilpox Scrivener.
Interesting.
So he's like a...
Oh, I forgot about this guy. Right?
Yeah, he's got the naughty and
Spoilpox
nice
Scrivener.
list ready to go.
Nice.
So, I don't know who you are. Okay, so I roll d6. Where do you want me to be rolling? In the tray, always?
Yeah, always in the tray.
Let me move these over. Okay.
All right, that's pretty far.
So I think that they can move 14 then.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't use your book because it spent $60 for you to be able to quickly jump to things in the app.
In theory.
So no, it's not in theory.
Okay,
You obviously you
sure.
go to it and then go to your individual unit. Boom! Look at how fast that was. That was much
So
faster.
7 plus
5.
So they can move 12.
12 inches. No, look at that. That worked.
Okay. So they're all. I'm just going to put them all in this little corner then.
Okay.
And they have to be within what? 3 of this? They're within 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I'll move all of these up. My turn's going to be quick because I don't have any shooties. I do have psychic to do, which is nice. But I don't...
My bullets.
Mind bullets. We'll move old Spoilpox. His movement's 5 plus.
I can't watch.
So he moves 6.
It's way too. It's too close to home. Bonito, no.
It was a 1.
Huh?
I'm just showing chat.
Okay. And so he will move there. Nurglings don't necessarily need to move. Jeez. Okay, so he can move 13. Flying and advancing are kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Oops.
I mean, you're getting no. I mean, no, they're not the same thing.
Well, I mean, but I get to fly plus advance, do the d6 plus, right?
Fly is just letting you know that you can move over things.
Okay. So these can only move 6, so right there. Like all right there.
Want you to mow
I
them
don't
down.
want to move them. They can't get over.
I'm concerned because he set his strong side up on my weak side, and then so I'm gonna have to correct that pretty fast.
Move these right here behind cover since I can't make it at all anyway.
Big Chungus is waiting.
I'll take Big Chungus now. You mean Santa? Santa
Take him
Claus?
out first.
You want him dead first? He's
At
the
all
most
costs.
powerful guy on their force.
Okay.
I want you to kill the fat man.
For Jesus.
I'll kill the fat man for you.
And this is cover, right? Because it's over 3 inches.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we just have to move Santy. And he moves 7.
Oof.
Man, I'm rolling nothing but 1s.
Good.
I can still use Psychic if I advance.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got plenty of room. What's the range? Do I need to have him up? Or is he just going to get shot by everything? Just keep him back. Okay, I've moved.
Okay, after Alex's, let me see how I want to
Horrible
film this,
move.
and then after Alex's movement, we have the Nurglings at 1 capture point. We have Santa moving forward a little bit. Same with the Plague Bearers. Plague Bearers move forward. We have 2 Gene Stealer stand-ins because we're missing some models. To the center of the board, which will put them in range along with Baby Jesus. Nurgle Baby Jesus, and then you've got the terrain piece as well as the Nurglings on the other flank there at the capture point, and then finally the, what is that called?
Oh, Spoilpox.
Spoilpox is back there. Has he moved yet? Yeah, he moved up.
He moved,
He was back here. So they've all advanced basically, except for the Nurglings who are holding the objectives.
I
So
can't leave
now
units back, right?
it's my
They
turn.
have to
What?
retain
Yeah.
composure.
Yes.
Before you start, can I move my Plague Bearers?
Which Plague Bearers?
Those
You
Plague
moved them
Bearers?
Both. You moved those already, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay. You want to finish their move, yeah.
All right. I'll get them back here.
Oh, okay. You didn't want to move. You didn't want to advance with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just gonna retreat-ish. Because I need to have something on there, otherwise I don't get the points. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first turn, we're not scoring points except for that middle
Okay.
point, which will score 1 point in the first turn. And Joe, when does that fire off? Secondary objective, no man's land at the end of each of your turns. So it is the end of Alex's
you
turn.
won.
Alex gets 1 point. Go ahead and record that point.
I don't think
on-
anything is in psychic range, but I need to check.
That's up to you to check.
Visible 18 inches. No one's within 18, I don't think at all. Of Jesus. And these aren't visible, right? Or are they visible?
What do you mean?
Are these visible to Jesus? No. Because that blocks visibility?
Yeah. Okay. Unless they moved.
Oh, if they move, they become visible?
Right now, baby Jesus, so you're asking if those guys can shoot baby Jesus at this current point?
No, can he see them? Are they visible?
No, they're not.
Not visible? Okay. All right. Then nothing is visible.
Okay. Alrighty, is your turn over?
I don't have to make any morale, I think.
Nope,
so.
No morale.
Jesus,
Charge, fight, morale. No, you're done.
And do I get secret objectives?
Secret objectives?
Or secondary objectives?
Did you have any? Do you score secondary objectives on the first turn?
Like, how do I do my second? Like, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because I can also raise the banners, and I'm not sure what raise the banners does before my turn is over.
I don't know if those don't come into it until like turn 2. I was thinking. You can score no more than 15 victory points from each secondary objective. Is it a progressive objective? Raise the banner.
Well, I'm trying to. I just don't know how yet. I've never raised banners before.
Okay. Raise the banners. If you select this objective, then units in your army can perform the following action. Raise banners. Action. One or more infantry units from your army can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase.
Okay.
It's the end of your movement phase. Each unit from your army that starts to perform this action must be in range of a different objective marker that does not have one of your banners raised upon it already. A unit cannot start this action while there are any enemy units in range of the same objective. The action is completed at the end of your turn.
Okay.
If this action is successfully completed, that objective marker is said to have one of your army's banners on it. Your banner is removed if your opponent controls the objective marker at the start of any phase. You score 1 victory point at the end of each of your command phases.
Okay.
So you don't get a victory point right now.
Okay. So, but I'll raise the banner.
And 1 victory point at the end of the battle for each marker on the battlefield that has one of your banners raised.
Okay.
If you want to use a marker of some kind.
Yeah, I'll just use some of these little small guys. So I'll raise the banners on all of the command points I control.
Okay, I didn't expect you to do that, so maybe I shouldn't have allowed him to deploy his units out there when you can't do that in the mission.
That's what he did to me, man.
All right.
And
Gotcha.
then I don't get domination? Can I do I get domination?
That'd be totally cheating, basically.
I don't know.
Okay, so it's domination. Number one, let's figure out whether domination fires off in the first turn, right? Or no. Domination. Score 3 victory points if you control more than half of the total number of objective markers at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't play this way. Because you're basically getting a ton of free points.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know why I allowed you to. I was giving you. You know what? We're both at the same point level, but we would have to redo the whole battle. Fuck. I don't know what to do now. Because the mission states that if you have units out there, they can't deploy. But let's just assume we selected a mission where that's not the case, right?
Because every other mission.
Nurgle, can Nurgle do this if it wasn't in that particular mission? I thought I read somewhere that you won't be scoring victory points on the first turn, but that could be completely wrong. When you're scoring objectives. So I'm going to have to sit down and read.
I was going to break shit, Alex.
Well, because he's big brain, and so he's trying to win.
Well, that's what happened last time, because, like...
He's meta-ing.
He's like, my
whole
Nurgle
thing.
are very good at capturing points, so that's.
I
how
start on all the points already than you, and I get all the points now.
That's what
And
I
then
did.
you
That's
try
why
to push me off.
Yeah, that's what I did, and I went into the wood chipper.
Alrighty. Chat. Anybody in chat know the rules?
You cannot
to
score primary
40K?
objectives first turn. You should, but these aren't primary. These are secondary.
Okay. So primary objectives are what? The mission states the primary objective, right? So if we go and look at the primary mission, well, the mission says that you can't do what you're doing, but we're gonna take and hold. At the end of each player's command phase, the players whose turn it is scores 5 victory points. Okay, so that's the one that won't happen.
Okay.
But the one that will happen is secondary objectives, right? The domination. In this mission, the players are selecting their secondary objectives. They can, if they wish, choose for one of them to be secure no man's land. So how many points do you get if it was legit? Or
Just whatever domination says. I think domination is like 5
going
points.
back to domination. Score 3 if you control more than half the total number of objective markers on the battlefield at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's massive. 3 victory points is massive. So what are you at right now?
3.
4, right? Because didn't you score 1 for that at the end of your turn?
We need to look up raise the banners because someone was saying that I may only be able to raise 1 banner a turn. And if that's the case, then I'll only be able to raise, 1.
Raise the banners. If you select this objective, then units in your army can perform the following action. 1 or more infantry units from your army can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase. So if 1 or more can start it, then, then what's going on? A unit cannot start this action while there are any enemy units in range. The action is completed at the end. Were you just looking at a random comment?
Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna have to see. The problem is I don't have anybody in chat that I trust as a rules lawyer, so we're just gonna have to not ask chat questions.
I trust one person
because it's just gonna throw us way off.
Mishgun.
Why do you trust Mishgun?
Because he's the one who told me it was on page 125 and he was correct. And he was correct about a couple.
So
of
he must
things.
have the rules in front of him.
Yeah. Okay, so I can raise the banners, but I don't get any points for raise the banners until.
At the end of your turn. It's at the end of your turn.
Okay, so then I get 4
and it's
points.
also at the end of your you get 3 points. And then you're getting 1 point because it's turn 1 for controlling Juanito.
Just got.
At the end of each of your turns,
So
if you control the
cheat.
central objective, you score a number of victory points equal to the battle round number. So 1 victory point in the first battle round.
Okay.
So you have 4 victory points. And you know what? If I lose this battle, I'm not quitting Warhammer because I allowed him to have this extra boost. So I'll just fucking deal with it because I don't want to reset everything up. That would be annoying to have all of our things. So I'll cut all this out and we'll just start from this point. Okay, so it is the end of your turn, Alex.
Can I make this banners or no?
No, that's
Okay.
not.
That's not bannerable.
Well, I don't know. Let me look. Units in your army can perform the following action: raise the banners. Must be in range of a different objective marker that does not have one of your banners raised upon it. So the question is that an objective marker? So you have primary objectives and then a secondary objective. The primary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round. There was the actual ruling. In this mission, the players are selecting their secondary objectives. They can choose this. At the end of each of your turns, if you control the central objective marker. Yeah, so
Okay.
it is an objective marker. It's the central objective marker.
Okay.
So what are you going to do? So let's review what your turn is.
So I move my guys,
Yeah.
raise the banners on all 4 objectives that I was next to.
So your entire army move forward.
Yep.
You raise the banner with the Nurglings here. Your poxwalkers or your plague bearers raise the banners here. They're within 3.
Yes.
And then the Nurglings raise the banners here. So you got 3 banners
Yep.
raised. And you score your secondary. You score 1 point for being within 3 of Juanito with nobody else around. And then you scored what?
4 for raise the banners,
Uh-huh.
and 3 for domination. I would have reached them. I could have reached them without. I mean, these guys just ran up here. He flew over here, so it's not like as absurd.
What the absurd part is the Nurglings, but they can do that in other missions.
They can do it in every mission.
Yeah. Okay. So 7 points total.
Yeah, 8.
8 fucking points on the first turn.
Yeah,
How?
1 for each. Another one for that, just doing its normal thing.
One for each.
'Cause of
Why
the
is it
banners.
1 for each?
For the banners. Sure.
Let's review how banners work.
Okay.
So we know 1 for sure from Juanito,
Yeah.
right? And then you have multiple secondaries. Basically, you stack up on going objectives. So the banners is you score 1 victory point at the end of each of your command phases. So this is not your command phase is before your movement phase.
Okay.
So you don't get any of the points for raising the banners
yeah.
right
Okay.
now. You get 0 raising the banner
Got
points. So you got a Juanito point and
And
then
domination.
domination point because
Yep.
that's a secondary which will score at the end of your turn.
And so Nurglings can't
So
raise
you
banners.
What?
So Nurglings can't raise banners. So this banner's gone and that banner's gone.
Why can Nurglings not
I don't
raise
know.
banners?
I think it doesn't say infantry because if it says infantry, Nurglings aren't considered infantry.
Oh.
So I'll have 2 banners.
Yes, 1 or more infantry units.
Okay.
Otherwise, everybody would do that with Nurglings.
Okay. So take that banner off.
Okay.
And so I have 2 banners instead of 4 banners.
2 banners instead of 4 banners. The banners are here
Here and there.
and here. Because your plague bearers are, in fact,
Yes.
infantry.
That's correct.
Okay, so we're learning the game, guys. So now let's just review one more time. So Alex's forces moved up the battlefield. The Nurglings cannot raise banners, but they can hold this banner for his next command phase. Plague bearers raised banners here. Plague bearers raised banners back there, and the entire force moved up and captured Juanito. So they are once again trying to tear at his armor and get at his juicy insides. Are the Blood Angels going to be able to do anything about it? Well, turn 1, let's go. So, turn 1, I start by giving myself 1 command point. So I'll go from 4 command points to 5 command points. And I am going to have, I already used Lucifer pattern engines. That model gains the follow. So vehicles and dreadnoughts overcharged engines. Each time this model advances, do not make an advance roll. Instead, until the end of the phase, add 6 to the movement characteristic of that model. So I spent that so that I can go super, super quick with my tanks. So using the app, the Ball Predator normally moves 6, and he automatically gets another 6 from that engine. So we can put that tank right over there. And then we can, now if we advance, you cannot shoot. So that was the stipulation there that I might want to recognize. And in fact, yeah, it would be done to take away the ability to shoot. I'm a new player, so remember that. I haven't fully plugged in a move. So here's, instead, I will just move 6 and I will fire at, let's see if I can get into a position where I can fire something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fire at those guys because that's basically all I can do. Okay, so they will, that one will move right there. So honestly, I spent 1 command point when I didn't really need to spend a command point. I just won't spend it, so I'll get that command point back for the Lucifer engines. And then we'll move this one forward. I can start. I'll move that one forward. And I'm thinking about disembarking.
The trees?
Yeah, so let's do. I'm gonna disembark. I'm not gonna. I will disembark your tree here in a second.
You can't fight the tree. It can't be targeted. It can't be affected by anything.
What?
But it has a swarm of flies. Okay, so do you know what it does?
No.
It has a swarm of flies around it. So all Nurgle units within, I think it's 7 inches of it, are in cover, and they get +2 to cover instead of +1 to cover.
Mm-hmm.
All enemy units within a certain amount of inches, I think it's 3 inches around it, have to take a D3 more, to get some amount of wounds, or have a chance to get some amount of wounds. I'll pull everything up. So you don't want to stand next to it, and if ideally you don't want to necessarily fire into it, which means I'm just going to stand as close to it as I possibly can.
Disembarking with that squad of Marines from the transport. I don't know why I put my Marines in the transport. So can you disembark and then move after disembark? Is that like
Double move?
Is that like the benefit of that? Of putting your Marines in a transport?
I mean, that thematically would make sense because it saves them, so to speak.
Transports. Embark, disembark. A unit that starts its movement embarked can disembark in that phase, so as long as it is not the model itself is not made a normal move, advance, or fallen back. When a unit disembarks, set it up on the battlefield so it's wholly within 3 inches of the transport and not within engagement range of enemy models.
You can never disembark with engagement range?
Yeah, you can do that. And not with engagement range of enemy models. Units that disembark can act normally, move, shoot, charge, fight, etc. for the remainder of the turn, but its models count as being its models count as having moved that turn, like say if they had heavy weapons. So okay, so these Marines can still move, and we'll go ahead and move them.
And engagement range is 1 inch?
Yeah.
Okay. You just want to be 3 inches away from the tree.
Don't remind. Wait, yes, remind him.
Yeah, that was gonna happen eventually.
Sooner or later.
Now even the side cameras were going out. Did you see that? I'm almost wondering if it's the fact that like the computer itself,
It's trying, man.
you know, maybe
It definitely
that's an
can be.
issue or something.
But like moving wires shouldn't cause it to do anything unless there's like a faulty connection.
Did you hit a wire over there when you're swinging your chair around or something? Because
No.
it was one of those two cameras.
No, I
that
didn't
went.
touch it. Oh.
Weird.
Didn't move.
Y'all saw that, right, Chad? Okay. So we move that, move that, move that. These guys need to move.
It could be the mage well. It could be the motherboard. It could be a lot of things.
It's not
We
me.
will isolate every piece.
Should we maximize everything?
I need to get me a feculent normal with the Death Guard because then
Army
they
needs to
can
die.
advance and charge and shoot. So they just get to like as long as they're within like a distance of the
Yeah.
tree.
That's pretty mean.
That's gross.
Gross. Gross.
Plague bells chime.
18 inches. This thing is fire.
Feculent who? Gnarlmaw. You know, gnarl. It's like gnarly. But Gnarlmaw.
You going down next turn, Alex.
Yeah.
I already see all your demise right here.
Yeah, my guys are like pimples, right? You don't have to hit them very hard, and when they do, they pop. and then they make a little mess everywhere, and that's just kind of what it is. That guy's
I'm
assist
gonna give you an A today for your analogies.
for being gross.
Your analogies are on point today.
Look, they're covered in pustules and they're oozing, and seeping.
You should spray them with that fart spray. That way they smell too.
No, they manscape. You can see that they're completely hair-free. They smell great. They look terrible, but they smell great.
What do you think, Commander?
I'm trying to figure out what I want to shoot. Okay, so now, let me see. My movement phase is completed. Or
What about the fly dudes?
Yeah, I'm trying to see whether I want to bring them in this turn or not.
Oh, okay.
When do we deploy Death from Above?
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring out right now. I think we're the Blood Angels. We are the Blood Angels. We are here to avenge the Space Marines. I say we attack, attack, attack. Okay? There is no safety for the Nurgle on this planet. We will wipe them from the planet. So, I'm coming down. Sanguinary Guard, let's go. So, I'm going to use a bunch of stratagems that can help
snap. It's time.
It's time.
Please
It's time.
roll great.
I'm going to go Descent of Angels. Upon Wings of Fire. Oh, these actually don't need Upon Wings of Fire, so they don't need to use that because they have the Death from Above. So they do it automatically.
9 inches!
So, 9 inches. Let's come here. This is our target right here. He is the warlord. This is who killed Other Joe. Who killed Senor
That's a huge piece of shit.
AngryJoe. So, I will set them up literally exactly 9. So,
So Death from Above, you can go anywhere on the map?
Yeah.
As long as you're 9 inches away from
Enemy
units?
Yeah.
Cool.
So basically 9 away, and same thing with the Sanguinor is going to come down as well. 9 inches away.
Santa Claus is gonna go down too.
Oops. Oh, I guess it's the tip of his base. So we need to be further away. Like that. Okay.
Fish gun. There you go.
You can't
No,
do that
no.
on the first round.
What? It's no first round?
I mean, again,
That's from above?
I have no
Starting
idea.
round 2, page
You're
256.
you're the
You were supposed to be on that,
I
Joe.
am. I just read that right now. I said I trust him.
Okay.
256. That's
It's
who
the
we are.
one stipulation is that it cannot happen on round 1.
Yes.
Fuck.
Well, we don't know yet. We're not for sure.
Okay. Well, maybe the Blood Angels have something that can force it down on round 1. Yes, I can use a strategic ploy. Upon Wings of Fire, the Blood Angels soar high, masters of the war-torn skies. Use this stratagem in your movement phase. Select one Blood Angels core jump pack unit from your army. Remove it from the battlefield. Nope, that's them going up. Never mind.
Starting from the second battle round.
Starting from the second battle round.
Yep.
Darn it. All right, I wanted to get in there. I wanted to fight, man. We're going to fight round 2. So just know that that's coming.
Oh, drop pods. That's what I saw someone do drop pods once, and it was not fun for the opponent.
Okay. Well, in this case, let's come over here and let's have the ball predator fire into the Nurglings over here. So we're gonna be firing through the trees, so they will get their cover bonus. This is about 24, 25, 26. Where is my phone?
Ooh, you got saved, Alex.
But what?
By that rule.
Oh.
You know what's coming for you? Death.
Hot lead.
Nope, never mind. It's 18-inch range.
Ooh, you got lucky again.
I got lucky again.
Got lucky again.
Got lucky again. All right.
Just wait till we can actually do something.
No.
All right. Let's fire that land speeder at your Nurgling guy. Land speeder. That range is 24, and he's definitely within
Definitely.
24.
We can do it.
Oh, the big one? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, land speeder. Heavy 2. Each time an attack with this weapon targets a unit within half range, it's even better. Dark data link telemetry at the start of your shooting phase. Select one unit that is within 8.
Who's
that is
diddling who?
18 inches. At the start of the shooting phase, select one unit that is within 18. One unit that is within 18. I guess I will select the Demon Prince.
Okay.
Until the end of the phase, each time a friendly whirlwind model. Okay, well that doesn't matter for me because I didn't bring any whirlwinds, son of a bitch. So we're just attacking the
Whirlwind.
Santa Claus. So ballistic skill 3+.
Let's do it.
I got one hit, and let's see, he's near the Sanguinary Priest. Did I give the Sanguinary Priest any kind of war gear? Chief Apothecary, the Honor Venement. The Honor Venement does what? That does, the bearer has the following ability. Add 1 to the attack's characteristics. Nope, that's in close combat. Okay, bolt pistol, jump pack. Ooh, shit. I made a tactical error. I'm going to...
What is that, Commander?
I made an error.
What? That's not what I want to hear on
I
the
know.
battlefield.
I know you don't, Joe. You want me to win. I'm going to go up into the sky with... upon wings of fire. I'll spend 1 CP. Use this stratagem in your movement phase. Select 1 Blood Angel's Core jump pack unit from the army and remove it from the battlefield. And it goes up into the air so he can join. So, I forgot to do this guy. So, he's going to go up into the air with his winged buddies. Woo! So, I wasted 1 CP. Go down to 4 CP.
The men will die because of your errors.
Men will die. All right. Well, anyway, going back to the shooting phase, I did do 1 hit, and that is I equipped the land speeder with a melta-gun or a multi-melta. The multi-melta has a strength 8 versus your toughness of 8, which would then be a what?
4+.
If it equals, it is a 4+. 6. Got it. So that does D6 damage. An armor piercing 4. Does it pierce through your armor?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Priest can't jump away. He's not core.
What's that?
I don't think he can jump.
Mishkan, you're right. It said core and the priest was... Wait. Core? Does core mean HQ or does core mean like infantry? Okay, let me,
Ooh, you got lucky again, son. You keep getting lucky. Alex has Lady Luck
Are you
on his
serious?
side.
But then how the fuck am I supposed to get him up? I was supposed to put him I'll just put him in strategic reserve, which is since I didn't know that, he'll be in strategic reserve.
Core says in each
At the beginning.
unit entry, typically normally.
Yeah, there's no core on that.
Okay.
But I would have put him. I wanted him to come down with that, and so we'll just do that since
Fine.
Alex got to fucking deploy when out in the middle of the battlefield. Okay, so anyway, I hit with 1 of the multi-melta shots, and it's a D6 damage. 5 damage.
Okay, so my armor, so my save is 4+.
Okay, well you have no save now because it was a -4, so that knocks that save off. But is it an invulnerable save?
I also have an invulnerable save.
Okay, so you just use the invulnerable save.
Hope you get a 1.
Why?
Because you killed him and he doesn't like you and he wants you dead.
Mm-hmm.
Forever.
Okay.
Forever. Grudge match.
So you said 5 damage?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So I roll 5.
All ones, baby.
All ones, baby. Woo! Joe, you did it!
So I'll take 4.
4 damage on that son bitch. And put a little
This is for Juanita.
put a little dice on. This is 4. Okay, so that guy fired. Let's get this team here to see, can they reach anybody with their weapons. It's an intercessor squad, which are using bolt guns. Bolt guns, or bolt rifles, go 30 inches. So yeah, they can see. So we'll actually.
These have the extra cover because of the
Extra
tree.
cover because of
If
what?
you because of the
tree?
tree, the flies, just so you know that they'd get.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll just shoot these guys, in behind the trees. So don't we have the cover thing? If you can let us know what the force cover does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots.
It's +1 saved against range weapons.
+1 save. Okay. Let's see. So every model is equipped with a pistol bolt rifle. So we'll go 5 bolt rifles on these Nurglings. This was a 5, so all hit. And Nurgling's toughness is really bad, so I'll just
2.
hit on 2s. Hitting on 2s, 4 wounds.
Okay, so they have a normal save of 6+.
Well, it's armor piercing 1, so you have no save.
Okay, well they
But
did.
you do have a save because then the save comes from the trees.
Yeah.
So you've got 6+ save.
So 5.
No, it's a 6+ save. Because I have armor piercing 1.
Yeah,
on
but
my
5
weapon.
attacks because I have to roll for each
Oh, no,
one.
4 wounds.
4. So 3,
One is blocked.
and then how many wounds? 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so on 5+,
Those are your feel no pains?
disgusting resilience. So they take 1.
Damn. Okay. Joe, give me one of those explosions. I'm gonna assume you want to assign the damage. How do you assign the damage?
Each Nurgling has 4 wounds, and so we'll just assign to.
Yeah, the guy in the front, the guy in behind. Is that how it works? You can just assign the damage
doesn't
to anybody
damage-
in the
Yeah,
unit.
but once you attack damage, don't you get to choose? So it doesn't necessarily matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I
I don't think it matters, right?
don't know.
Okay.
Rules. I do not know. How do you
Trees-
assign damage?
Trees are normally -1 to hit instead of +1 to saves. Okay, that's fine. All subsequent damage must be assigned to the same Nurgling base. So yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, but who gets to choose? I think it's Alex. Alex choose who's hit.
Owner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alex choose who's hit. So like you would put it in the back because he's not near the objective, right?
Okay.
Okay. What's next? What's next? These 5 Marines versus. I can't shoot. Okay, hold on. I gotta remember I'm the cameraman, and our camera is fucking up really bad today. I don't know why. It's like the longer we stream, the more it fucks up. So then that has to mean that it might actually be the computer.
Yeah.
All right, so these Marines are firing at those Nurglings because they cannot fire at that tree.
The trees is not a thing. You can never
No,
attack
no.
it. You don't ever want to attack it.
Okay. So
Like I said,
you
on the
said it's
fire.
-1 to hit firing through trees.
Additional
Though
minus.
I'm in base contact with it and you're in base contact with it, so I don't think it gets that bonus. But we'll just see how.
Well, because you're not shooting. It's getting cover from the normal, not these trees.
Okay, so +1 cover to
An
them.
additional 1 to any armor saving throw against that attack.
Armor save, okay. Well, we've got 4 hits here, and We've got 3 wounds.
Okay. And then so I roll against the hits first to see if they.
No, you don't care about hits. You're just looking for wounds. How many things wound me? So you got 3 wounds. Roll 3 dice.
Okay, this is for the armor.
The armor has armor piercing 1, but you get a bonus of 1 because of your tree, right?
Yeah.
So you go back to your 6+. 1 is blocked,
And then we'll roll for.
and the other 2 have feel no pain.
Yeah.
1 is ignored on feel no pain, and 1 damage went through. Joe, get another one of those little markers. Mark them Nurglings. Yeah, so these old school demon Nurglings, that feel no pain is so fucking powerful,
Yeah,
dude.
it
It's
is.
like they take a lot to get rid of. Okay, so I will fire my twin las cannon on that Razorback. It's a heavy, so it gets a -1 to hit, I believe, right? When you try to fire with heavy weapon. Looking at the heavy on the cheat sheet, it says subtract 1 to hit rolls if firing, if model is infantry. Oh, no. So there's no negative for firing heavies on vehicles. That would be the bonus of a vehicle. So the Razorback here is going to fire its twin las cannon heavy 2 at your Papa Nurgle.
Him?
Yep. 48 inches on the twin las cannon. That's a strength 9, so they're going to hit on a 3+. Oh. I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll this one. We got 1 hit. Oh, that never works, spending a command point. Always happens. So I'm down to 3 command points. So I really, really wanted that. So armor piercing 3 with this many shots. 3 shots at armor piercing 3.
Okay.
So we've got a las cannon firing from there to here.
What's the. Is there armor penetration on it?
Yes, -3 armor.
-3. So
Yeah.
he's at a 4, so he can't roll for armor.
Correct. He's
And
at
so-
the feel no pains.
Okay.
Feel the pain!
Feel the pain! Yeah, 2 more wounds. Okay. So he goes from 4 wounds to 6 wounds. Okay. And that's all. Wait, these guys haven't fired? Or no, they did fire at that. Yeah. Okay. That is the end of my shooting phase.
Yeah!
And I will score no victory points. Well, let me look at my secondary. Slay the Warlord, he's not dead. Attrition, did you lose more units than I did? No. And domination, no. So, picked wrong on that. Okay. So, Alex, turn 2.
Now he gets his points!
So I get a command point.
No, so he gets the command point first, and then you're right.
I
Yeah.
get 2 command points for raise the banners.
Move this man!
You don't get command points. You get victory points.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I got the 2 victory points for that. Domination's at the end of the turn. Who's your warlord? The Chalice guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Movement.
Just keep him off the battlefield. He won't get that. He's scared. I see him sweating over there. Sweating, Alex?
No.
Should be.
Why?
Get a little hot. Might want to take off that sweater.
Alright, so I'm gonna keep these in range of the command point. I'm just getting them off the base. Make sure they're still in range of that. Not moving.
You moved it. Disqualified.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna move, but he's going to advance. So he's go 7. They're good. Okay, so these are just going to move up about an inch or so. Just so they're touching.
Ooh.
They're playing inside of Juanito.
No, they're not. He's dead. Leave him alone.
I think the Nurglings are set. But they're not going to move. He's going to move up here. Hopefully get out of... Yeah. Out of some amount of range. It's mine. Don't want the prince to move.
What'd you break?
Oh, it's the battery case.
Oh, damn.
Or he's going to try to make it smaller.
I already cut it off.
Okay.
It's getting. I'm removing that battery case anyway. I need to move the demon prince.
What about in the middle?
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
So I got a good strategy, OJ.
What could go wrong, Alex?
What could go wrong? Actually, he'll stay put. Okay, so movement is done. We're gonna go psychic. Do we just want to live? I think I just want to live.
So leave. So did Juanito.
We're gonna test the witch. So I roll 2 to test the witch, right?
Yeah.
I need a 5 or higher to manifest fleshy abundance.
Well, what is fleshy abundance?
If manifested, select a friendly Nurgle demon. One model in that unit regains D3 lost wounds.
Uh-huh.
All right, so witch was manifested, and then Chungus gets back 2.
It's down to 4 wounds instead of 6.
Chungus and
Who did that to him?
the demon prince.
Okay. Baby Jesus says, "You are healed."
Here's some wine.
Santa.
No, Chungus did it to himself. He's the only one that has it equipped.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Chungus says, "I am healed."
he is healed. The demon prince
boy.
is going to use smite on Whirlybird.
Okay.
I need a 5 or higher. Yep.
You got a 5 or higher. Okay.
Yep. D3 mortal wounds. 1.
1 wound.
I was about to say, check his dice.
Okay.
That's psychic.
All right.
I got no shooting.
All right. Okay. My turn.
Yeah, and then I get points.
So at the end of your turn,
2.
what points do you get?
Domination.
Domination, because you have. What does domination do?
I have more than half of the.
More than half. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, domination is just 3 points total.
3 points total.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go up to 6 total from domination, and then
Yeah.
I get 2 points for controlling Juanito.
Yeah. This is second round.
And 2 points for what?
Controlling this because it's round 2.
It's round
Round
2.
two.
So I
Yeah.
get 2 points.
Etc. Etc.
And I already got my points for the banners, and that's it.
You done?
Yes.
So how many points do you have now?
11.
What's the
Am I even able to win?
Yes, you can.
You just steamroll me off the map.
So, you're
Unless
telling me
advance.
now you basically made it to where I lose unless I map clear you?
No.
Push them off the flags and kill Chungus.
Huh. Okay, well, in order for this to work, we've got to push, and we got to push fucking hard.
Careful though, that's what happened to me.
Mhm.
I pushed him off and then Chungus came.
You pushed him in Chunga's game. Okay, that's nasty.
I was like, no, it's everywhere. Stop it, Chungus.
I'm going to let's see.
He just nuked the middle.
These are 1,000-point lists.
Alright,
This is the stench range. You want to make sure that that guy's out of the stench range, because otherwise he'll
What's
take
the stench range?
3
3
inches
inches.
from the tree. There's only a chance to take a mortal wound, but you still take it.
Can we have orbital strike? Let's do it.
The orbital strike won't. Oh, I see. Yeah, we do have orbital
What's
strike.
taken hold?
Oh, doesn't matter. Taking hold? You mean the primary objective?
Yeah, what is that? What is the primary objective?
The primary objective is the primary objective.
It's the first objective, Alex. Get out of here.
At the end of each player's command phase, a player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following. So that was your second turn then, right?
Yeah.
So you control 1 more, so you get 5. You control 2 more, you get 5. And you control more than me, so you get 15.
Okay.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm going to lose this battle simply because we played a mission and I let him set up. I didn't think that was that important. Because these Nurglings move slow. You would have to wait a long time to set that up. You're getting an additional 5 plus an additional 5. That's like 10 free points because you have more banners than me. So this is not
These guys
fair.
would have been able. I wouldn't have been able to take that one, but I would have gotten these two.
Yeah, but here's what I've learned about 9th edition is that it's all about objectives. And I basically just gave you 2 free objectives at turn 1. And that basically lost me the game already. So you just gotta play what the mission says. If the mission says, set up this way, you gotta set up this way. But we just gotta keep fighting, and that's it.
What's
Just goes to show you, man.
What am I
Warhammer's so finicky, dude. Like you do one fucking thing, that's it. All right. What are you saying, Joe?
what are we going to? Points?
It just goes.
There's
to the
no
end.
going to. You just gain points.
Yeah, you
throughout.
tally it at the end, and then you gain, or you kill somebody.
Yeah.
You can table them, and then.
Well, I used to like you, Mish Gun.
So another thing I learned is that because the vehicles are they're heavies, they could have fired their shots in the opening valley, and I could have drove my vehicles where I wanted them. Remember what I said? Where I'm not gonna do that super fast advance thing? That fucked me too. Like every decision you make in this game is like a 100%. No, because if you do that, you cannot fire. and then but you'd be set up to fire in the next turn. So, anyways, okay.
Start over, Alex.
I know. I'm aware.
You know what? As a ref, I say points don't count. Let's just kill each other.
Well, we could have done that. We could have played an open war mission, but then I'm stacking the odds in my favor. You know, a Nurgle army is just built to win on points. Period.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what he told me the first time. That's
I was
what
just like-
And then I literally gave him points at the beginning of the game, like 10.
because that's what he's like was trying to do, just sit on the flags. So I charged him, and again, I had nothing to counter.
So these Nurglings count as a unit, and if I put my unit here, then I deny your unit, right? So you're not going to be able to simply, you know.
How does
just sit
control?
on-
I don't know how control works. I think
You
so.
can find out.
Is it like point value, or is it just like you're sharing control so no one has control?
You're sharing control, so nobody has control, unless one of them have OBSEC, and then if one of them has OBSEC, then their models count as double.
Just be aggressive in zone.
Battlefield. Table of
I
contents.
am being aggressive, Joe. For Juanito!
Remember why you're doing this.
Now I'm bringing down my fucking Blood Angels, and nobody's telling me that I cannot bring down my fucking Sanguinary Guard, God damn it. Here they come. This is where we turn the battle.
8.5 inches. I allow it.
No, Joe, 9 inches.
Come on.
I want that as much as you do. Okay.
Remember,
Everybody knows they're 9 inches apart.
girl worth fighting for. Not Juanito's wife, apparently.
I don't care what she looks like. I only care what she cooks like. All right. Also, Juanito's wife was the town bicycle. If she had 7 children,
This
Destroy
motherfucker
it!
is talking shit,
That's
Joe.
what
he was
What?
sterile.
Yeah,
How did they have that many
understand.
kids? She was cheating on him.
Okay, at the end of the Blood Angels movement phase, we have my Sanguinary Guard, the Sanguinor, and my Warlord jump in down from above, death
Jump
from
his
above. We've got the Land Speeder moving up to deny points on the right flank. We've got the Ball Predator moving up to start shredding people in the middle. The Infantry Squad, Intercessor Squad moving up to support that action. We have the Intercessors on my left flank move up to deny points in the future for these Nurglings, and supported by a Razorback in the back there. And yeah, so now it's shooting, and let's get this shit done. So the Multi-Melta is going to fire at Papa Nurgle. Fire! God, I keep rolling that fucking 2, man. Piss me. Oh, I gotta get 1 point, 1 command point, and I'm gonna re-roll. Well, should I re-roll? Yeah, let's
Do it.
re-roll. Do it.
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. God damn it! Never fucking works! It never fucking works, Joe! It never fucking
You
works!
need to roll the dice
I'm
harder.
trying to roll the dice as hard as possible. Got him. No, I don't got him, because that was. It needed to be a 4+, because the Multi-Melta is a strength 8 and his toughness was 8, which requires a 4. So we failed! Fuck!
Tactical error.
Tactical error achieved.
Tactical error. Ooh, you got so lucky, Alex.
So I can fire the last cannons at him, or yeah, let's go with Santa again. Last cannon, double shot.
Remember,
Razorback.
Roll that shit hard.
Roll that shit hard. I'm rolling that shit as hard as I can,
Oh,
Joe.
some
Here we
dents.
go. So, from downtown, that Razorback fire the last cannon at Santa. Got him. Okay, and then to hit is gonna be 3 pluses. Fuck, 1 hit with the 2. Can I do another reroll, or is it just reroll once per shooting phase? Let's look at these cards. Command reroll. Use this stratagem after you have made a hit, wound, damage, saving, blah 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 blah.
Once.
Which reroll that roll? Why doesn't it say once on this card?
Because cards suck.
It may
Why is it
specify
once?
that you can only use it per phase or something. What you may, I don't know. Oh, it's flipped.
Whoa. Let me fix all that right now. Definitely once per phase. Roger that.
How does it feel to be so lucky today, Alex?
He's getting real lucky. Yeah, I'm rolling real bad.
Smirkle, you won't
I'm not-
go down.
I am prepared to meet death, like, and get run over by a bunch of fucking tanks.
He's performing above average at the moment. Okay, well, I got a D6 though.
Better
Got a
than
D6
Bruno
through.
Archer.
D6.
Get some new dice, man. Get some new
Fuck!
dice.
Fuck Warhammer!
That's what I said. No, you want to bring Juanito back from
This
the
is why
grave.
Alex is a living legend.
I'm not doing anything!
Alex! Alex, get out of my house right now. Unbelievable. 1 damage. Take 1 damage, you piece of shit.
What's the armor penetration?
You're got no fucking armor. Do your fucking feel no pain. Ha! You lose! You take 1 fucking wound after 2 vehicles put all their shots into you. I can't do this, Joe. I can't. I'm so mad. The Emperor is gonna be so disappointed with me. Alright, well, I guess we will fire with the Intercessor squad on our left flank here, firing at the Nurgles. Ready? This is rapid fire range. Damn it. Okay. Six hits.
Okay.
You don't sound scared at all. What do you have under your sleeve?
Feel no pains because it's got it's -1 to your armor, but the tree gives you +1 armor, so you got 6s.
It's +2. It's +2 to armor.
Okay, so
'Cause-
5s and above to save.
6 hits.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's +2, so your armor goes from what 6 to 4, and then it goes up to 5 because of the armor piercing. Yeah. So 5.
So this is for the
Saves.
armor save.
2 armor saves. 4 go through.
4 go through, and we'll roll for resilient. 2 go
And
through.
2 wounds go through.
Give him 2 flings. Oh, I got him here. Never mind.
What's it gonna get me?
All right.
Feel the pain. Pain train's coming.
Yeah.
It's late, but it's coming.
Let's do. Rapid fire.
This second round.
Rapid fire on the Demon Prince.
Got it.
Rapid fire. Should it be on the Demon Prince or the? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, strength 4. What is the Demon Prince's toughness?
6.
So a 4 versus 6. What do I got to hit? 5s to wound.
Yeah, you have to ballistic skill first, then wounds.
Yeah. So that's 5 to wounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how many wounds does your Demon Prince have?
8. Saves on.
Okay, let's do it.
1 fell out.
So 3 misses and 5s.
Be back. I'm gonna go wipe my tears.
Are you serious? Fuck. 1 hit. 1 wound.
What's the armor pen?
1.
So saves on a 3+. Let's see.
I'm about to lose it. I'm about to go fucking crazy. Warhammer's the game that I should never be playing due to my temper. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fire our goddamn hunter killer missile at your demon prince.
What's a hunter killer missile?
It's bad news. Son of a bitch. Are you fucking shitting me? What the fuck is with the fucking rolling? Joe, get up here right now so I can yell at you. If the Nurglings have some kind of aura where your luck is sacked from your bodies.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I understand. I understand how the Space Marines were ripped to pieces.
So.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Does he kill himself?
No, he doesn't kill himself. I'm gonna re-roll this with a command point. God damn it!
But it never works.
I thought you can't do that.
Yes, I can.
You can't do it once.
What are you talking about? That was last turn. Fuck is wrong with y'all?
That was the beginning of this turn.
No, it wasn't. What did I fire with it?
I don't know. I don't know your dudes.
No, maybe you're right. So maybe let's reel it back here.
Yeah.
What it
It was
was?
per turn.
What was it? Just so I
Yeah,
know.
You did it. It was.
This?
No. Oh, is it this?
Yeah.
The multi-melta into the
Multi-melta
Santa.
shot.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Oh my God! So that has to remain?
Yeah.
My hunter killer missile?
What is it?
It's a one-shot thing. I don't get to fire the rest of the game. It was a strength 10. Yeah, that's real funny, isn't it? Yeah,
I'm not laughing.
Laugh it up, fuzzball. Well, guess what? I got another hunter killer missile, and I'm firing from a goddamn Razorback to the Santa, and I'm gonna roll greater than a 1, or I'm gonna fucking destroy this whole house. I will fucking set this house on fire if this rolls a fucking 1. Oh, thank God. 3 hit. Hunter killer missile, strength 10 versus your toughness of 8. So I think a 3+ to hit. I need this really bad.
Why do we keep playing this game? I hate this game.
Hundreds of dollars, Joe. Hundreds of dollars, so that I can ultimately roll a goddamn 2. Fuck you, Alex. My underkiller missiles. Both of them fucking. I am stressing the goddamn mic. I can't.
Who set the sights on this bad boy? It's all fun and games, isn't it?
I'm just sitting on the objectives. I don't even get to do anything. I've been attacked once.
This is.
The Nurgle are like map herpes. They just kind of linger around for a long period of time, and it's your job to like scrub them off.
Well, I can't believe this. Okay, both of my hunter killer missiles are gone then. Fuck it. Ball Predator, here we go.
Bold Predator.
Using the Flame Storm Cannon, which, guess what, requires
Down,
a
Alex.
D6, a single D6 to determine
Do
the
it.
number of shots. Why do I pick all units that have like wild variants.
You should play Necrons because if you roll 1, they come back.
Right.
That's me.
That's the army that you play once you're desperate. You don't want to play Warhammer anymore.
That's me, but I'm gonna roll 6s with that.
All right. Ball, flame, storm, cannon, firing at
Oh god,
your demon
over.
prince.
you're gonna lose.
Thank you. 5 shots.
That's good.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna roll 3 1s on a single fucking roll. Two hits. Are you kidding me?
Change dice.
What's going on?
Change your dice.
1 fucking hit. How much damage does each hit do? Each hit does 2 damage. 2 damage to your demon prince.
You're looking.
What's the armor penetration?
I can't win with them. Can't win with these blood angels.
You shoot
What's the armor
cannons,
penetration?
auto.
Armor penetration is some. It is 2.
3 to a 5. So it's 3. 3 pluses. 3 hits?
Yeah. No, 2 hits. Both blocked?
Yeah.
So no damage.
No damage.
This is auto hit.
Oh wait.
auto hit?
Oh, I gotta redo it. You're right. The reason for this predator is auto hits, right? So thank you for saving my ass, chat. Who said that? You get an automatic promotion. I don't care who it is.
Gun.
Is it Mishkan?
Automatic
Yeah.
promotion.
Okay.
Told you you've been listening to him.
All right. So because the ball predator has auto hits on that flame cannon, so I rolled a 5, so it's 5 hits. So now I will roll for those 5 hits onto the demon prince. What's the demon prince's toughness?
Please don't
6.
roll ones.
It's 6.
6.
Fuck. Okay, 6
It's
versus
Jesus.
6. When you equal, it's a 4 plus.
4 plus.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Yeah, hell one of those.
3. Yeah, 3 is fine. So 3 hits at 2 damage apiece. 3 wounds. I gotta use the right terminology. Use. The
So
right
it bypasses my
terminology.
armor because it's auto hit, right? Or
No. Auto hit is just simply I
don't
don't have to
for it.
roll the dice.
Okay, so 3.
You can still save.
Okay, so I save on a 3 plus for armor. We'll do that
Correct.
first.
So 1, 2 go through.
2 go through, and then I'll roll for disgustingly resilient.
Wait, he has disgustingly resilient? He's not. No, he
It's
doesn't.
AP -1.
No fucking way.
Huh?
No, it's not AP -1. Don't listen to this guy. What the fuck is he talking about? On my ball cannon, my ball flame store cannon?
He's been right.
Don't fucking piss me off, man. You see what that says? That says a D -2.
But he's in -2.
What are you talking about?
He is in negative. He's considered in -2. So he just gets a 3 plus save.
I'm confused. Now you done. Okay, remove that promotion. You are demoted. Don't confuse us.
99% is still pretty good.
Take it easy. No, you take it easy.
Yeah, he's got disgustingly resilient.
Okay, cool. What does that do again?
On a 5 plus, he doesn't take the damage.
Wow, you get at least half those. So he only takes 1 damage.
2 each, right?
Oh yeah, 2 damage each. Correct.
Okay.
Why are you taking from that guy?
Oh,
That
sorry.
guy has 3 wounds.
yeah.
So
I'm
you
just grabbing the wrong thing.
put a dice. He said, well, that's 1.
Because for disgustingly resilient, you roll per wound.
No.
Yes.
Well, no wonder they fucking changed the rules on that shit. That shit is ridiculously fucking powerful. Are you serious?
Yeah. It's every
It's
time
not
they would take
per
it.
wound.
Every time this model would lose a wound on a 5 plus, they don't lose that wound.
So then it gets broken up individually. Like, let's say I hit you with a fucking damage 5 weapon.
Yeah.
Then you roll 5 times.
Yes. And so you still get parts of the damage through rather than the losing all of it.
But you know, every other army in Warhammer, if they take 5 damage and they lose their armor save or their invulnerable save, they take fucking 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder you picked the Nurgle. God.
I wanted to make Santa Claus. That's why I picked Nurgle.
Oh my god. No. Anyways, we're done.
Boil over.
Oh yeah, it's happening. I'm not doing anything but lightly scratching his forces at the moment. So I fired the last cannons. I fired the hunter killer missiles. I fired the fucking ball. What else do I have on that predator? I have a fucking storm bolter. I don't give a shit. I'm using it. It's a piece of shit weapon, but I'm goddamn using it. Rapid fire 2, which means, and it is armor piercing 0. And it's range 24. I'll just fire at some of the plague bearers. 3 hits.
Who's firing?
The predator.
The little guy? Okay.
even that. 1 wound. 1 damage.
0 AP?
0 AP.
I think they have terrible saves. Save on a 6+.
Predator versus that is what happened.
Oh, they'll save on a 4+.
Why?
Because they're technically in cover. Oh, no, they're not entirely in cover. Well, if they were entirely within it, they would be technically in cover.
This is not going to be cover. Oh, that's cover?
If they are entirely
3
within the
inches.
range, but because they extend out, then these ones are not in cover.
Gotcha.
So I don't get I get a normal +6 save. No, and then I get the disgustingly resilient. No.
Everything in your army has disgustingly resilient?
Yes. All Nurgle.
So you when you field a Nurgle army in 8th edition, because he's playing an 8th edition army, not a 9th edition army, then everything is doubled. Because everything gets 2 armor saves.
Yeah.
And when one of those armor saves is better than an invulnerability.
But their normal saves are really bad. Like all my normal saves are like on 6s. So any armor pierce is an auto hit. So
You're
then
right.
I only technically get disgustingly resilient.
You're right.
So it's like
He's got another question.
Yeah. Who's got a question, Joe?
a 2-sided sponson heavy flamer.
Joe,
Only if
don't you think that if they had 2 heavy flamers, I would have fired it?
Maybe you might have overlooked. It doesn't hurt.
That's true. No, I do not
He
have
didn't
side
equip it.
flamers because I could not legally put them in due to the point restriction. Because obviously I would have put every goddamn weapon that I can
Fire
bring in the
everything.
Imperium on the goddamn
I'm
Predator
gonna
so
give
I
him
can
this.
goddamn destroy
There you go.
Alex.
Ooh, we gave you a present.
All right, well, I've done everything except for my glorious Sanguinary Guard, which are the only units in my Blood Angels that have done anything at any point in any Warhammer game. So if they fail me too,
God.
I'm selling every single goddamn model I have. Do you hear me, Joe? Joe, do you hear
I
me?
think everyone does.
You think everybody knows that
Yeah, I
already?
think your neighbors hear you.
Here we go.
Lining up already. Scott, you're selling Blood Angels?
Well, first let me see. Can they shoot? Do they have something to shoot with? They do. Angelus bolt gun. Okay, assault 2. So we're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So let's do those. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 shots coming from my Sanguinary Guard to Papa Nurgle there. Mr. Santa.
Come on, you can do it!
A good roll for once. All hits because the Sanguinary Guard hit on 2s. The Sanguinary Guard are basically the Golden Boys. Here's the one that dropped on the floor and another hit. Fucking 12 fucking hits. Now, the weapon itself is not very strong. Here's the problem. We have a strength 4 versus a toughness of 8.
Yeah.
Which means I'm going to need 6s.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, that's the fucking power
What?
of going to toughness 8.
Fudge you, Alex.
Fudge you
Fudge
out.
you very much. Your son on the beach.
Well, hold on. So there's like armor penetrate. I'm forgetting about those combat doctrines that the Space Marines have. Do I get armor penetration 1? This is my turn what? Do you know what turn this is?
2.
This is my second turn.
Yep.
So if we look at combat doctrine,
Nurgle, man, the toughness.
Only that guy, yeah.
and even though I'm a subscriber on the app,
But these
It's
things
locked.
just melt him. Like if they had the ability to focus on him, he'd be gone. But
so now I go to combat
'Cause Matt
doctrine, a
had
different combat
a whole
doctrine,
Nurgle
and it's
army,
unlocked.
and he got rid of it because he just kept
Fucking
getting
thing.
tabled over and over and over and over and over again.
Who got rid of it?
Matt did.
Matt got rid of what?
His entire Nurgle army. I really liked watching Matt play Nurgle, but he got absolutely wrecked by everybody playing against. He had all this like weird purple Nurgle.
Yes, improve armor penetration by 1. So I get at least some armor pen, but it's not really going to help me. I still need 6s. 3. Okay, so 6s on these bad boys. Two 6s. 2 6s.
Okay. Armor pen what?
Armor pen
1,
2.
2. So then he would save on 6s.
No way.
Because he normally saves on 6, but I gave him the thing that gives him
Armor
save.
pen 2.
2. Okay, so he saves on 6s for armor.
So you go
1. And then how much wounds?
Just 1.
And this is for discussing the resilient. 1.
Yay, he's up to 6 wounds. I got 1 hit on him with that. That was bullshit. Okay, and the sanguinary priest has some kind of gun here. Sanguinary priest has frag grenades, crack grenades, chainsaw. Let's fire a motherfucking crack grenade at you.
Crack!
Crack grenade. Crack grenade. 3 hit, and then to wound, strength 6 versus an 8. That's like a 5. Got it. D3 damage. 5 damage at armor piercing 1.
Okay, so
Grenade!
3 damage?
5 damage
5.
at armor piercing 1.
Okay. So for armor, I need 5s or higher. 4 go through. 4 for discussingly resilient. Okay, 3 damage.
Oh, D3? Hold on. 5 is a 3, so it's actually D3 damage. Redo what you did. So D3 damage.
Okay.
Maybe if I get close to you, give you bad luck.
Yeah, get close to him, Joe.
So what do you say? Save on a 5?
Yeah, fuck him.
And then this is for resilience.
Yeah!
2.
Alex finally rolled fucking snake eyes. Okay, the Sanguinor himself, does he have any kind of grenades? His loadout is... He's got broadsword, frag, crag. He's got a grenade. Fuck it, I'm gonna use his grenade too. In fact, the whole fucking squad has grenades. Let me start with Sanguinor first. His grenade. Sanguinor hits on 2 pluses. I saw that 1. 5. And then I need a 5 for the strength 6 to penetrate the toughness. That did not hit. Okay, the whole squad are throwing their grenades.
Is
6
that,
grenades.
They can do that and shoot?
It's one of their weapons. So 2 pluses to hit. And we have 6 hits. 5s to wound. 2 wounds. And let's see what each of these damages do. 8 damage. 8 damage at -1.
There's only 1 grenade per unit each shoot phase.
Only 1 grenade?
Yeah.
Who's Steppy?
Not Steppy, Frank Knight. Frank Knight's always also been right about everything.
Who's Frank Knight?
Dude, I don't know.
Multiple people said it.
Oh, damn you, Chad. Okay, fine. Can I see the rule though, so that I know for the future? Can you tell me where the rule is, please? How am I gonna find a rule like that?
Out loud, Frank.
Joe ruling?
Frankie is my friend.
Joe ruling?
That is a ruling. He's like, I'm OJ's friend. I'll allow it.
So you'll allow fucking 6 grenades to be thrown at...
Page 218.
Page 218, thank you. 218.
When a unit shoots, one model in that equipped is a unit.
It did seem
controller.
fucking excessive
Yeah.
for goddamn 6 grenades to come out at once.
Yeah, one.
When a unit shoots one model. Alright, well, I'll throw one at you then.
Okay.
Throw everything I got, goddamn it. And I missed. And I missed again. I hit with that. Need a 5. I missed. I got it. 5. Fell. Fuck yeah. Now, how much damage? This is where you want to roll a 6. No! 2 damage.
Okay, so what's the armor penetration?
The grenade has an armor penetration of 1.
1. So I save on a 5+. And you saved.
Fuck. Alright, well then that will officially conclude shooting phase.
That is the end of round 2.
Nope.
Wrong.
He has to charge. He can charge and then use swords.
Thank you, Joe.
He is done charging.
And I will charge with everyone. Everyone fucking obliterate him. So, now they're 9 inches away. We already know that. So I gotta roll 2 dice, and I gotta get 9 on 2 dice. And with the way my luck has been going, this charge could potentially fail. Now, Blood Angels have a special ability. They add 1 to their charge. Mm-hmm. I also get to re-roll my charge roll, and that was from my Warlord back here. And then I think the Sanguinor can do something too, but let's just try to roll this 9 naturally.
Which one are you rolling for first?
This unit here.
Okay.
Ready, go. Okay, I failed the roll. Now I will obviously use the re-roll, which is from the Sanguinary Priest. Let me see how many re-rolls I have, if I can give them 2. So let's see, add 1 to the attack's characteristic, Avenging Angel, that is Heroic Innovation, okay. No. So, Sanguinary Priest failed the roll, or no, he's going to use
No, Juanito still piñata.
It's less a pinata, more like a knife block.
what is Heroic Bearing?
I mean, you learn the rules over time. It's pretty, I mean, I forget how to do everything for the first few minutes, and I go, okay, now I remember. So it's just, you know, consistency is key, and we're going to play pretty consistently, so learn the rules with us.
That's just an add 1 to the leadership role. You know what? There's no music because I don't want to get this, you know, it overpowered the last battle report, and then also I don't want to get it copyright claimed.
Yeah, DMCA.
You know, there's a possibility here that I failed my charge. Because I might have been thinking of an older list, and I'm not going to cheat. You know, I don't want to win. I don't want to win cheating, so I have to look in my list here to see where is that reroll, because I know I had a reroll at some point of missed charges.
You can CP your charge. That's
true.
true.
Oh, it's a whole new phase. That's right. So I can then CP the charge. So let me try that first, and then I'll desperately look for something else in my list. I mean, 9 is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, it's hard as fuck to come down right away. That's why you need to stack the odds in your favor. Which, maybe it was a
stratagem.
Maybe it was a stratagem. I think it was a stratagem. Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to play Descent of Angels for 1 command point. That'll take me down. Each time a charge roll is made for that unit, you can ignore any and all modifiers to the charge roll. Okay, well that's not going to help. But each time a model in the unit makes an attack, add 1. Select 1 bullet angel to send them on the battlefield. So we'll do this, but this is going to hurt me more if I don't succeed on this charge roll, because I'm going to waste that command point. So we're going to see if there's anything else that can help us get that charge to go through. Is there no reroll or charge roll other than the command reroll? Yeah, it must have been from an older list. Oh my god.
You get a +1 for your blood.
I get a +1, that's it. So, and I'm going to use a command point reroll, and I'm using Descent of Angels, so I'm going down to 2 command points to try to make this charge work. So I need to roll an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Give you the power of 12.
Joe, give me the power of 8.
17, got it.
Joe, give me the power.
17.
Ready? Hold it. No, don't you put your hand out, Joe.
17.
I got a 5, Joe. But the other dice fell out of the goddamn thing.
Well,
and
we
the other
12.
dice was a 5.
Let's get a
But
12.
we've already agreed that if the dice falls out of the fucking thing, then you gotta fucking re-roll it. So we got a 5. Oh my god, I'm
Power
freaking out.
12.
I need a 3
One
from you,
dice.
Joe.
Let's
I need
do
a
it.
fucking 3, Joe. Joe, give me a 3.
12.
Give me the power of 3. Ready? And
Yes!
yes! One good thing! My fucking
This is a
golden
turning point.
boys, dude! They're the only ones that do shit for me,
This
man!
is a turning point right here.
This is the turning point. So, 10 inches, we coming.
Pretty close to 17.
So he had 6, 7, 8 hits on him already, and the motherfucker's dead. For real. For realsies. If these boys don't kill him, I'll be super fucking surprised. But I have more charge rolls to do, and I don't have any goddamn rerolls left. I used my reroll. So the Sanguinor is going to come in. But he inherently might have his own reroll. That might be a thing. Here we go. 8 plus. It was a 7, but in this case, it popped out in my favor. So let's see. I need a 4. 4, 5, 6. Yeah! Sanguinor is in, baby! Okay. And then we'll charge with the priest. Mm-hmm. Will we charge with the priest? Nah.
Does he do anything special?
You know, he can heal people,
From
but if
how
we get him
far?
too close, that means that Alex can hit him, you know, and then he can potentially, you know, kill him.
How far does he have to be to heal? Well, Alex moves 7, so...
Well, if he surrounds me, I can't move.
Okay, well... Let's get him close enough.
No, fuck it, dude. We're going all in.
Oh,
We gotta
shit!
kill him or don't kill him. That's what I fucking say. So if you fail to charge, he doesn't move at all, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
He
make
charges into the
9
ground.
fucking, make an 8 3 times in a
Going
row.
All in.
All
We're
in.
going.
Yeah, baby. But you know what? He's a little further back than the rest of them. So
Well, that's good. Kind of.
well, then I would have. God damn it! I should have fucking.
He doesn't get a +1.
No,
right?
it's not good. It's bad. Yeah, he's gonna make engagement range. He just needs to be within 1. He did it. Okay, so now we have the battle of the century. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. So what is the bonus for charging? It's +1 attack, right? What do you get for charging? Or is it just the charge is what you get? The fact that they can go in there. My question is, do you get anything for charging, or is it just the fact that you've charged is what you get?
Plus, no, that doesn't sound right. I'm not even read that.
We'll see. There's multiple people.
Charge phase. Charges. Select if charge is successful, they make their charge move. Yeah. I don't see that you get anything special other than the charge itself. Okay, so that's not going to add an attack. I thought that was a thing a long time ago. Maybe the Blood Angels, you know, have a little something. So if we look at the Blood Angels, they got in your movement phase.
Apparently, as a Marine, you get +1 attack.
Oh, the Marine. It's the Marine ability, yeah. I knew I get +1 attack. That was from the Space Marines Codex.
You are promoted once again.
We want to get it. We want to get everything right.
Shock Assault is what it's called or something?
Shock Assault. Angels of
That
Death.
sounds- I remember that.
Emergency Combat.
Shaka Khan?
Shock Assault. There it is. Shock Assault.
Shaka Khan.
Shock Assault 1 to the attack's characteristics. So, we look at the attack characteristic of all of our units. So we can get the total number of attacks, and it's going to be a lot. So, first things first, the Sanguinary Guard have 3 attacks on their own. 3 attacks. Okay. So, I've got 6 models, so that's 18 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
There's 3 here. Okay.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, we weren't playing. I completely forgot about my invulnerable saves. I should have been doing that earlier.
So 18, and then 1 extra each of those guys. So 6 more for charging. Okay.
It's time.
I was using
Sneaky's
armor,
gonna get
but I should have been using
penetrated.
invulnerable.
Joe, where's the gray dice?
How many do you need?
A lot. The Sanguinor.
I don't know.
Sanguinor adds 1 to their Aura of Fervor. When a friendly Blood Angels unit is within 6, add +1 to the aura. So that's going to give me another 6.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah. And there might actually be a little more too. From my Sanguinary Priest.
Well, you have to resolve them independently.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking for aura right now. Aura. I know I got to do each and every one independently if we're talking about the priest fighting, and then we're talking about the other one fighting. Okay. Yeah, the priest is not going to add to it. He's got Selfless Healer and Chief Apothecary and the Honor Vehement. But I don't know what the Honor Vehement is, even though I've looked at it several times. Add 1 to the attack. Ooh, yes, there it is. I did give it to him. I knew I had something. So within 6, add 1 to the attack characteristics of model in that unit. So I went all in on the basically that tactic. All in on my golden boys. So that was all these dice, which is quite a bit of attacks. We're looking at, don't worry about it, just all these. It's like 18 + 6 + 6.
Say goodnight, fat man.
Goodbye, fat man. +1 to hit, right? Yep, there's a +1 to hit, but they're already at a 2+. Here we go. So it's just 2s. Well, wait. Why is it +1 to hit? Because if it's natural 1s always fail. So it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, natural ones always fail. So these many hits with these dice. These are good dice. Here's the next round of dice. So all these are good. And then this third round of dice.
Don't you dare.
And all these are good. So I really only missed 3 with 3 natural ones. So now, to wound, that is the question. How strong are their swords? Well, their swords aren't as strong as I would like. Their sword is +1 to their strength, but it's armor piercing 3, so it'll cut through his armor completely. Strength goes from 4 to 5, so it's a 5 versus an 8, which means what? 5?
5 pluses.
Damn, man, I hate 5 pluses. So I'm gonna roll these real fucking slow.
Plus 4 pluses because you have +1 to hit or something?
+1 to wound?
I don't know.
Oh, armor pen because of the phase. Thank you. Yeah. But let me double check on that. Man, there's just like me and Joe have been saying, there's just a ton of shit to try to remember. And if your opponent stays quiet the whole time, like he'll just let you, you know,
He'll let you fuck
he'll
up.
let you fuck up, and it's just stuff that you're like, wait, I have to do what? And then I have to remember that. That's why I like to buy these there's these little things that help you remember the doctrines. Armor penetration of every assault weapon by 1, so it goes to 4 pluses. And it's actually good to play Warhammer on stream, so we can get people. I mean, sometimes it sucks because you're like, are you lying? And other times it doesn't suck. So there's the first round. We got 3 misses on the first round. Second round, we got 2 misses on that one. These are good. Third round, we've got a bunch of misses on that one. We got 5 misses on that one. Next wave, tons of misses there, unfortunately. And my final wave. Oh, so many fucking misses there. That was just some terrible rolling. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 wounds. And each one of these 14 wounds at 2 damage apiece, armor piercing 3.
Okay, so I'll get 13. How many wounds?
Just give me a while.
2, 4,
Miss.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14.
Okay, so 5
14
pluses for invulnerable.
Well, hold on. 5 plus feel no pains, right?
No,
Is it-
5 pluses for invulnerable. He's got an invulnerable save and he's got disgustingly resilient. We weren't playing with that, so he shouldn't have been taking a bunch of these other earlier ones. We just forgot. So, all right.
The 5 plus invulnerable save comes from like a war gear or something?
No, it's just natural. He has
Okay.
disgustingly resilient and what is the thing that it's called?
I
Demonic.
see a lot of misses there. That's good for me.
All right. All right. So 4,
4 blocked. So down to 10 wounds.
and then we'll roll these for disgustingly resilient. Are these? You said 2 wounds apiece?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So then those 10 turn into 20 dice? See,
Yeah.
that's fucked. That's probably why they removed that rule, because in 9th edition they got rid of that. Yeah, that was OP. OP army, OP faction.
Hey, if you were so upset about us doing it right, you should have said that when we were doing it wrong earlier. All right.
Yes! I think he's going down, Joe. He's going down. Depends on how many well, let's see. He had 5 failures of 20 hits, so that should be 15 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wounds. That's going to bring him down!
Finally!
Joe, let me get my high five.
You did it! For Juanito!
The only units in my Blood Angel army that matter or that can do anything good. Alright, so.
No more Christmas.
Christmas is canceled, bitch.
They're demons, they come back.
I said Christmas is canceled. I'll cancel it every year.
There's no surprise, right? Like Matt, once you kill him, he comes back.
So guys, in the battle that I had with Matt, I did what I just did there, but Matt was like, all right, and she comes back. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's just her special ability. She just automatically comes back with full wounds. I was like, fuck you, man. Get out of my house. All right, so we killed that fool, which is going to satisfy.
Does it explode? I don't think it explodes, right?
No, he doesn't have. It's not a vehicle. And then you look at it to see if you've got any kind of explosion, but I know you don't. All right, so that was it, and yeah. So.
I did roll Disgusting Resilient. I did Demonic Save and Disgusting Resilient.
That will satisfy the Slay the Warlord requirement, which will earn me, I don't know how many points.
Do you have any stratagems? Because it might be a stratagem.
No, I think all of them have to be played beforehand.
It's 6 points. Okay. All right. And then attrition is I killed more of your units than you killed of mine. So what is that one? Secondary objectives. So first strike, slay the warlord was 6, and then attrition is 4. So I'll go up to 10. And then yeah, domination no, because I don't own. Yeah, okay. And then yeah. So that was the charge, and unfortunately the apothecary was wasted, or the sanguinary priest and the sanguinor were wasted, but I wanted to make sure he was dead. And honestly, I felt like I needed everybody, because I could have broke them off. Well, I think they're too far away, actually. Yeah. All right. Cool. So my turn is over. That is Blood Angel's turn 2 done.
Yep.
Alex turn 3.
Okay.
Round 3. Calculate.
So first you get 1 command point.
Yeah. All right. So the first thing we do is command phase. I got my command point. You get points for control at the end of the turn. You controlled this at the end of your turn. Did you get the 5 points for it? Or
No.
you get at the end of your command phase?
Oh, that's right. I get it at the end of the command phase, and
You had moved before.
I had moved before.
Okay. All right, so my command phase, I get 5 and then 13.
So yeah, so you get 5, and then you control, and then another 5, and then you're saying 3 because round 3.
Or does this also give you 5? I thought this only gives you 3.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's a different. That's the center objective. So that only gives you 3. So you get 5 from here, 3 from there. That's
and 5
8.
from there.
No, I'm within 3 inches. Of
I
this.
control more units. That's what I'm saying. You control this one, but I can still control that one.
You don't have more units than I. I've got 1 unit, and you've got 1 unit.
Oh, it's not counted as individual models?
Oh, I don't know. It's counted by unit unless you have OBSEC, right? Let's look. Where do we look for this? Transports. So he's asking, I've got a unit there and he's got a unit there. He's got 3 and I mean technically I've got 1.
It's they're saying per model.
Per model.
Yeah.
Okay, Roger. So then you get the 5 for that.
So I get 13 total.
So 13 total.
Page 3 or 237.
237. 237.
I get.
Okay, objective markers. Model in range of,
Okay.
model. So these are things we have to remember, Joe. So hey, when you're controlling objectives, is it
Models.
model or unit?
Sexy
So all
models.
this stuff will get hammered out of our brains eventually.
Except for that last turn you did with all those dice.
What about those? Yeah.
They just went, what?
Yeah, that felt real good though. That is the hammer and anvil. And that guy, you rarely see that thing die.
I'm gonna try a demonic ritual.
Oh, snap!
Okay.
Instead of moving in the movement phase, my demon prince
Yeah.
can at the end. Oh, I have to do this at the end of the movement phase. So I'm gonna see if I move. But what it does is I have to choose a chaos god. Well, I choose Nurgle, and I can attempt to summon the units from their patron.
You
And
tried this when you were talking with other Joe. Are you thinking you're gonna bring units that are dead back? That's not how it works. It's basically, units that you have in reserve. You're not gonna be able to raise your fucking Santa from the dead. Another 18 wound model just raised because you rolled up 6. Doesn't work like that. You need spare points. So you came to the game with 1 more point than you actually had. If you had come to the game with 1,500 points, or let's say 1,200 points, then you can bring him from that 200 points and put him where it says to put him. But he's not going to be simply raised from the dead like...
well, he's not.
You're not going to do what Matt did to me. Hell no.
I mean, it's really hard to bring something back. So,
But
it
that
look
would
like-
totally break the game. If your army is literally the most difficult to kill, and then also you could just bring them back after they're dead, nah. Got to put some kind of balancing in there.
Is that what it is? Because it doesn't say.
I know, yeah, it was unclear. We looked it up last time. I'm surprised you don't remember, but yeah, that's the way it is.
I was trying to summon things that hadn't died. Though.
It's a dumb ability. Now, what you can bring back from the dead is from that demonic icon that your plague bearers are carrying, and it will specifically say, take the model that was slain and put it back on the board. But there's nothing that says, like, take slain models and put them on the board.
Okay. I hate everybody.
Of course, chat wants you to just do it because, they're just watching and they just want it to happen.
No, people are they're like, oh, he's just trying to cheat. It's like, I read the thing.
No, he's doing what his army can do.
Yeah.
Don't you see? Didn't you see how long I took to do a fucking 36 hits of fucking shit? Nah, this is what you do in Warhammer. You have to. Especially if you've played. This is Alex's 3rd game, guys. It's like, you give him some time to fucking look at his army.
Okay. Do we want to move anything? he moves up to 5, so he's just going to come back them up a little bit. They're not going to move. They're not going to move. Okay, end of my movement phase. I'm going to get 2 for raise the banners.
Well, did you take a? Did you? Do you have to actually take the action to raise the banners to get it?
No, it's just you take it once. You have to take it once instead of moving, and then you get 1 point per banner every round. So
Okay.
it's up to like 4 total points for save the banners.
Let me see, Mike. Is it dead?
Yeah.
Thank you, chat. Mine should be dying soon.
Okay, so we're gonna do. Testing, testing, testing. We're gonna attempt to.
It's all good. And page 241 tells you about the resurrection.
In the main rule book.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that the app doesn't specify.
Yeah. Some rules allow you to add new units to your army during the battle or replace units that have been destroyed. If you're playing a game that uses a point limit, then you must set aside some of your points in order to use these rules. These are now called your reinforcement points. Each time a unit is added to your army during the battle in this way, subtract the points of that unit from your pool of reinforcement points. If there are not enough points in your pool to pay for the unit, you must either decrease the size of that unit, blah, 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 blah.
Mm.
Adding models to existing units does not cost reinforcement points. It's existing units. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the way that's worded because I'm sure a bunch of people have actually played it that way. I mean, I've played a ton of board games, and I initially thought it was that way. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's really hard to do. Like I'd have to roll really high to do it.
What would you have to roll to get another 18 wound,
18.
disgusting, resilient on 2 dice?
3 dice.
3 dice. Try it. I'm just curious to see.
Is he 18 wounds or 15 wounds?
I have no idea. 15 or 18. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
So I could have got back, something smaller for that, but okay. Let's smite these guys.
Okay.
So I need a 5+ with the Demon Prince.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a 10+, it's D6 mortal wounds.
5 mortal wounds?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. What just happened to me?
Oh, it's power rating for summoning?
What? Where did that come from?
Demon Prince.
So Demon Prince just give me 5 wounds, and they're mortal wounds, so unless I had a feel no pain.
Yeah, it's psycho too.
So 2 Marines are dead, plus 1 Marine has 1 damage. Fuck. Baby Jesus ain't messing around.
Can you fly in a charge?
Yeah. Don't think of flying as anything other than your movement. It's just you can go over terrain.
So when you charge, you can just charge in a straight direction.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's cool. I guess all my movement, my psychic is done.
Mm.
When do we do the primary objectives? At the end of the turn?
Primary objectives happen at the end of your command phase.
Okay, so what is the primary objectives?
So you earned those points. Remember when you asked me that you earned 13 points?
Yeah.
You already gave yourself 13 points.
Those are the only primary objectives? I thought there was other ones.
The primary objectives are these banners.
Okay.
You hold 1, you hold 2, you hold more than your opponent, that kind of stuff.
Okay. I guess the Demon Prince is going to... Are we going to charge? I think we're going to charge.
Oh, wow.
The Demon Prince is gonna. I have to roll. His movement's 12, but I have to roll the actual distance.
You have to. Oh, so hold on. You don't need to okay, what phase is this?
I think it's a charge phase.
Okay, so charge phase. Then yeah, you're gonna have to roll the exact number of the inches that you want to charge.
And his movement's not considered.
No.
Okay.
No. He had to have moved. I thought you meant, you're setting up a charge by flying 12 inches in the movement phase, and then you roll dice to do the charge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so can I just move him here then?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, if that's what you wanted to do and you wanted
Yeah,
to
I was going to charge them with move him here.
Yeah, because you didn't know that that's what the charge actually
And then
means.
charge gives me no benefit on Nurglings because I
No.
could have just moved them
No,
to
Space
them.
Marines have that +1.
Okay.
So that demon, he flew 12. He's gonna succeed on that charge pretty much.
I don't even have to
almost
charge. It's just like,
auto-succeed.
I'll just attack. Okay. I don't know what his attack is.
I did not expect this aggressive Nurgling demon action on the left flank.
Three additional attacks with them instead. So they attack 4 times. He attacks 4 times twice with his talons. He has a weapon skill of 2+. They all hit. To wound, his power is, or his strength 7. What's their toughness?
On intercessors, I believe 4. 4.
Okay, so on 3 pluses. Yeah, all 8. 8. So 6 hits. And they're 2 wounds each.
6 hits. And 2 wounds each. Armor, say, what's the armor pen?
-2.
-2, so my armor from 3 goes up to 5. 5's to save. 1, 5, 4, 5 wounds go through. And I've only got
5 wounds left.
5 wounds left. Whoa! An entire squad wiped by Nurgle baby Jesus.
Sweet Nurgling baby Jesus.
You messing around, man.
Oh, they fucking taloned them to death. His little fucking baby claws just came out. It was like, oh, let's get the fuck out of here. You know, the fucking flying fucking rabbit from fucking Monty Python.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what the fuck is going on, Song? Ah!
And just like that, you wiped it out. And it's back.
I wiped what out?
The stream deck.
The fucking stream deck.
You got lucky, Alex.
Baby Jesus doesn't need luck.
I recreated it for you because our stream deck. See, look at that. It's the fucking USB cable, or maybe it's the stream deck itself. It just can't use USB cables. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Alright.
I think, yeah.
How to finish him. Stop playing with him.
Do you have the
Finish
the-
it.
Stop playing with him.
I will.
Can you give me the
I'm trying.
the sheet for the encounter?
But
It's in the book, the main book.
oh,
Okay.
Do you know what page it's on?
no.
The mission page?
Which one?
The mission we're on?
That's
Poor book. This one?
Nope.
Do you know what mission are we on?
Yes.
Let me see. Oh,
I don't know what it's called.
Somewhere.
It's the one that has 5 objective markers. What? Why do you need to know? You're looking for the prime. You're looking for the rules here,
Yeah.
right? There, no man's
Got
land.
it. I found it.
No man's land. No man's land.
Do you think this is a game, Alex?
Yeah, we didn't do take and hold. That's why I was asking.
Yes, we did. What do you mean take and hold? Read take and hold.
At the end of each player's command phase, the players whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy. If they control
Yes,
one
if
or
you
more,
control 1 objective marker, if
Yeah.
you control 2 objective markers, if you control more objective markers than your opponent. That's always been, that's what's called the primary objective. We've been doing that the whole game.
yeah, but we didn't do the last one, so I was asking. I gave myself
Yes, we
13
did.
points. It's supposed to be 18 points.
You gave yourself 13 points,
Yeah.
right? So let's go through it again.
So one
it was
objective,
1 objective,
2 objectives,
2 objectives,
more objectives than you.
your opponent.
So that's
But
15.
you didn't have more objectives than me at that time because I was denying you this and I was denying you this.
You didn't. You've never
Yes.
denied me that one.
Yes.
No, 'cause
I-
the models
It's
per
modeled, not unit.
Okay, so I just denied you 1, and
Yeah.
in that case you had 3 to my 2 or 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get an extra 5.
Okay.
I remember that per
Yeah.
model.
Per model.
Yeah, we're new. We don't know.
Okay, do all your movements.
Why is AJ
I'm gonna
being
go.
so mean? Sounds like it's getting chippy. No, guys, that's how you work out rules. He's like, this is how I thought it was. He's no, I'm not.
Come
mad.
on, you won't get nuts?
I'm only mad at OJ.
Let's get nuts. Way to go.
Well, I was gonna go to the bathroom.
Excuse me, I think that maybe
Someone
you
is
made an
salty.
error. Because my previous notion of what the primary objective was that I denied you that because I had a model in base-to-base contact with your model, and so then that way you
That's
don't
better.
score. Okay, that's how people want me to
Yes.
talk. Gotcha. Okay, so movement. We move these guys up, and then see. Here's the thing that I don't know. It's like, are these tanks like literally stuck? So I didn't know that when I build a map, like I'm literally screwing myself. But you know
All the
what?
way around.
You know what? Because I let Alex set up this wherever he wanted. Remember, he put these gates here so that I couldn't pass. I'm gonna move shit around too, and I'm gonna create a fucking hole here. Or since I let Alex do it and I didn't do it, I'll just stick by what I did. But see, I don't know why. I didn't know why because he got me thinking that his force sucks. He's like, my force is the worst force ever. Like, we can't do anything. He's fucking lying, or he doesn't know the fucking game well enough that Nurgle demons are fucking powerful as shit, and they do not fucking die, right? You have to hit them so fucking hard, and they'll just sit on objectives all day long. He's like, well, what's the problem? Then I can't
Well,
kill
you gotta
anything.
get up
But that's how you
close.
win the game in 9th edition. So I shouldn't have given him, you all can sit on the objectives at the beginning of the game, and I shouldn't have given
A
him,
drink.
go ahead and set up the
Whatever.
fucking ruins wherever you want.
Yeah.
'Cause
that's why
now
I had to
I've-
get,
I've
real
blocked
up
myself
close.
out.
If you do melee attacks,
What? Yeah, let me get a one of those little barefoots.
yeah, if you do like melee attacks with them, they're easy.
Well, we're learning, you know, so it's like when you set up the map, Joe, remind me, when I set up the map, no, we set up the fucking map and nobody touches nothing and nobody adds nothing, and, you know, that's how it's going to be. Because I can't get in here with that to, you know, start to upset. I have to go all the way around because I just so happen to leave enough room here, and then I think this is enough room to drive the Predator through, but I would need a ruling. I'd need a judge. Judge, come over here. Can that,
Let me see.
is that enough to drive a Predator through?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
All right. Well, I'll stick to my own rules. I'll keep that Predator there.
Man,
so that
OJ's
they
a
can go
jerk.
down.
What did I do?
You keep drinking all the drinks and not replacing them in the fridge.
What?
I saw you.
Last deception.
This is the only one left in the fridge, so you can't have it.
Well, I'll take either one.
There you go.
Thank you.
They nerfed all hand combat.
Yeah, because they're trying to make it all like Space Marines, like supreme.
Well, that's what I like doing. Hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
What are the movement on these things? It's
That's
actually
fine.
12, right? Oh, well, fuck it.
You owe me big. This is disgusting.
I got some more. I actually got what was it? 1050.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a 4-pack of those, so I'll bring that tomorrow.
Nice.
Get the barrel aged one.
Barrel aged 1050.
It's good, son.
We can't play background music.
Yep.
It can be too loud.
It can be too loud, which would ruin my whole recording. It
Plus,
can also
they'll
get
take it
copyright
down.
claimed.
Yeah.
You play your own background music. I will make a suggestion. Check out the Mechanicus soundtrack. Go type in Mechanicus on YouTube and it'll come right up.
Or sweep the leg. You should play that right now. Sweep the leg.
Damn it. This is a hard decision. Because I've got to take all points. Try to find a way to take all points.
Be aggressive. Be
Be
slightly aggressive. Slightly.
Be
Not overly
aggressive. Be slightly aggressive. Okay, you want me to be aggressive?
Slightly aggressive.
Pee aggressive.
Yes.
It's when you stand right next to someone else at the urinal. And it's like, and you make eye contact while you're peeing.
No.
That's peeing aggressive.
No.
Yeah, Sweep the Leg by No More Kings is the what he's talking about. You should watch the music
Check
video.
it out right now.
I think it's what they based all of Cobra Kai
it
off
has
of.
to, right?
Yeah.
Send those muffins over.
Fart aggressive? Man, lots of people do that.
Okay.
I'm at this old-
You never know that you're my hero. That's
No,
Juanito singing.
I didn't know.
He
I
did.
got you, Juanito. Can you move your
You
cards?
better, because we really need to wipe him out, because I think he's winning on the point aspects.
Game's only halfway over.
Yes, we on 3.5.
Okay, all movement done. Shooting phase. So, AngryJoe's movement turn 3. I moved my Sanguinor and my the Sanguinor and Sanguinary Priest this way. I moved the Sanguinary Guard up over here to try to play for that objective, here to play for that objective. Moved the Marines up, and this one I was needing a ruling from Alex. Let me go ahead and ask for Alex. So remember when I allowed you to move these two?
Yeah.
When I was building this map, I didn't realize that predators cannot drive through these ruins, only infantry, because they're called breachable, and it says
Yeah.
breachable. Well, I made 2 openings here, but it was completely by kind of accident.
If you want to move it while that base like that things doesn't exist, that's fine with me. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because I was gonna drive up.
Just
drive in
remove
this
it right
way.
now because it probably doesn't matter.
Okay.
Not that. That.
This. Okay. Yeah. So I'll come and I'll try and I'll stop like right here.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
That's
fine.
what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get up in here to support this.
Oh, you can't do it over the small wall?
No, because I read the rules and it says that this is a ruin.
I was
You
just
would-
thinking you remove this, so it's not even an issue, and so it never came up.
Oh, the one that you put there.
That I put there, that I
Oh.
messed everything up. So if you just play like that
Okay,
doesn't
so
exist.
yeah, you're kind of giving me half a measure. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. So we'll go from here.
It's bigger than 1 inch.
It's better than nothing.
I'm measuring myself.
1 inch terrain can be ignored.
Well, it's 2.5 inches. So
Run over the other.
I don't think it can be ignored. It's a failing of the Warhammer system because that means that like a tiny little hill and a tiny little ruin can stop a land raider, which doesn't make any fucking
I hate
sense.
cover and I hate terrain rules in this game.
It's not good, yeah.
They're not good.
They're not good.
And you have to sit down and have like a United Nations meeting. It's like, all right, are we going to consider this light cover or are we consider? No, I disagree. It's like, well, we have to call in the delegates. It's like, fuck off.
So in that case, and vehicles, I think I could have like just jammed this guy up into the terrain here, but is it meaning that like this thing cannot run a tree over, or am I allowed to move the tree?
Stumps are pretty hard.
Or is it the tanks cannot drive through trees? I mean, no, you can drive through because a forest counts as. Where's our cheat
We're gonna
sheet?
need a house rules.
I need the cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet. Oh.
So a forest, if we're looking at hill, area terrain, obstacles, is a difficult ground.
Yeah.
So you could subtract 2. It seems like
What's the
something
girth
that you would be
of the
able to
tree?
do. Difficult ground,
At the base,
obscuring.
18 inches.
I'll allow it.
All right. Okay, so all
that's
movement done. Now we'll start
badass, right?
firing.
So they can bulldoze trees?
Yeah, it's just the tree. It didn't bulldoze a tree. The tree is still there, essentially.
Oh.
You would have to then put the tree back once the vehicle moves away from it, is what I'm thinking.
You ever remember where the fucking tree goes after the I just think that they should just make it if a tank hits a tree goes away.
Yes.
Because then I have
Oh,
to
wait, I'm not
remember.
done moving. Let me finish moving. Okay, so let's,
I should have seen it coming. Oh shit.
I'm just gonna move this guy. So I will move this guy right here. Okay, and then the final move was the land speeder from here to there. Shooting phase begins. Let us shoot
Lettuce? I hate lettuce. It's gross.
with. Let's shoot over here first. Those 5 Marines in rapid fire range against the plague bears. 6 hits to wound. What is the plague bear's toughness?
Four. Does spoilpox do anything to them? I don't think so. I think it's just 4.
4v4, so 4s?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 wounds. 2 wounds at armor piercing 1.
2.
Yeah, 2 wounds at armor piercing 1.
Okay. We'll do demonic. Miss, and then disgusting. 2 dead.
Okay.
Just because Santa Claus isn't there. Don't let up.
I'm not letting up, Joe. I'm
Good.
giving it my all. Sanguinary Guard in pistol range, attacking the plague bearers. 1, 2, 4. That's gonna be 12. Don't let up. For the Emperor. 2. Got 2 misses. The rest are hits.
This is round 3.
Yes.
Okay.
And once back to you, going at Quattro.
Okay.
the Sanguinary Guard loadout for the Angelus Bowed Gun, strength 4. 4v4 is 4. 4s.
These are all pistols that can shoot at melee range? Okay.
4 hits
Okay.
at armor piercing 1.
Yeah, they don't have armor, so they'll just do the demon.
Score is 152 to
3
17.
hits, and then demon. Oh, here, I get that one back. Demonic, or disgusting. 2.
Okay. The shooting continues with that last gun on the Razorback versus the Demon Prince. Sweet Nurgle baby Jesus. Stop that camera from swinging, goddammit. 1 miss, 1 hit. And what is, I think it's a toughness of
6.
6. The last gun, it's going to hit like on a 2 or a 3. And that would be a 1. So we're going to spend a command point to re-roll that
It
shit.
never works, Joe. It never works.
You're right, it hasn't
What are
worked
you
since.
doing?
Because I want to fucking do some fucking damage to baby Jesus. How many hits does baby Jesus have? 1? He has 1 hit.
He has 7 wounds left.
Do it.
I can get a nice little fucking... No! Save it for what? This is my 3rd turn. I had 3 fucking command points. I'm going down to 2. What should I save it for, Joe? Tell me.
Anything good on your stratagems?
No, not really. Fuck it. I'm doing it. Fuck! It never fucking
What did I
works.
say? I told you. I said, think about this.
You're right, Joe. Stop standing in an area where no one can see you, please. Hate you.
I told you about this. I said, don't do it. I gave you a chance. And you did it anyway.
I think the ref
Right.
is biased.
It never worked. You think so? I lose twice today.
You're right, Joe. I shouldn't have done it. I'm a dumbass. I don't learn from my lessons, Joe. Okay. Damn it. All right. Well then, let's
Big
see.
time bias.
We'll go multi-melta on
is
the
over.
demon baby Jesus.
Can you just run him over with your tank, please? Run him over.
He's
with
got
your-
wings. He flies away.
Clip the
Fuck!
Clip the wings.
Fuck again! Fuck! 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 Fuck all these fucking roll 1 or 2 dice. Every time I need to just roll 1 or 2 dice, it's gonna be a 1 or a 2. Because I need to roll 1 or 2 dice. My brain and my luck is like, oh, you just gonna roll a 1 or 2 dice? Well, I'll give you a 1 or a 2 on the dice.
This fool over here is all smiles.
I needed a 3.
Damn it, Alex. How?
How?
I'm not doing anything.
Boy.
I'm just handing. I usually just hand OJ more rope, and I was like, "Here you go. Yeah, right around the neck. It's great." And then he just
Who are
does.
you playing? It's Juanito. Juanito needs custody of the kids. That way he
All
doesn't
right.
stay with that Flusy.
So the last shooty bit would then be my ball predator, or you know what? Actually, I have a sanguinary priest here. Let's see what he's got. Sanguinary priest got the bolt gun, and he's got some grenades. Guess we could throw a grenade. Oh, do I have some? I can fucking. Do I have any grenades? Let me. I remember I can use a grenade over
Once,
here.
yes.
Okay, well let's go back. Let's do this one first. So, bolt pistol is a pistol 1. 1. I'm always good at rolling 1s. From the sanguinary priest, hit, and it's actually a wound. No, right? No, because my pistol is a strength 4. Your Nurglings is a toughness 2. So what do I need to roll? If I double yours, a
2+.
2+. Okay, so it wounds.
Okay.
No armor piercing.
It's 1 wound.
1 wound.
All right, so this is for demon. Failed. This is for disgusting. He lives.
Succeeded. You bastard. I'm gonna throw a fucking grenade at you.
Disgusting.
Granada!
He blows himself up.
If only you had a command point that you could have used on that one.
Why would it matter if I use a command point on this one, Joe? If I failed on using it on a 1, you think it's gonna succeed on a 2? Every time I roll 1 dice? What is this? Just nothing but fucking 1s and 2s?
Yeah, that would have been better.
Shut it down, fuck you! Fuck you!
He can't even throw a grenade from that guy.
Oh, you can't?
Oh, why not?
Because you shot. It's one or the other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did we
Okay.
determine that?
That, well, again, only someone that we have formally trusted in chat
Okay.
said that it's one or the other.
Okay, Roger.
So,
Well, why would you ever fucking throw grenades if you can only throw 1 grenade versus 6 fucking pistols, I guess? I guess it just depends on what you want to
yeah,
do.
what the loadout.
Okay, well, because I was going to throw a grenade over here, but you're saying I can't do that because I
you've already
fired my
pistol,
pistols.
yeah.
All right. And over here, I can't throw the grenade because I've already fired my gun.
Pistols, yeah.
Okay, well then in that case,
Happy? Huh?
My dudes are all about to die. Are you happy?
No.
you know, the Ball
One
Predator
thing
is
I
the only
like that
one that
tree
I
on
like
fire,
because it
too.
gets automatic hits.
Can you shoot that?
Sure can.
Even with your dudes in range, melee range, and
100%. They're outside of engagement range, and I just put them at the very edge so that then when I can charge, I just charge in. So if I did that wrong, it was my intention to be just outside of range and then go into range. So 4 auto hits from the Ball Predator cannon, and then hitting on or wounding on 2s. So 3 wounds, and each of these are 2 damage. Man, this fucking thing sucks.
Did it not test it?
Yeah, it's two each. Yeah.
okay, so it's 3 hits, right?
So six damage basically.
Okay, so 3 hits. We'll roll for the demon first. All misses, and now we'll roll for disgusting.
6 damage.
Gets a 6 damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, are you serious?
So 1 dies.
Okay. Well, I needed 1 more to die. Well, I can pick up on the charge. Okay, and then any other ones that
Oh,
can
yeah, it's
shoot. My Storm Bolter on the Predator
If
cannon
you
can
use your
shoot.
it gets knocked over.
Storm Bolter is a rapid fire 2, so that's
You
for
and
4
Chris is
dice.
pissed.
Is there a minus for shooting infantry? I think it's to. I don't think so. I think that you just can't shoot into your own units if they're in range.
Right. If they're engaged in close combat, you can then not fire into that close combat. 2 damage with the Storm Bolter, or 2 wounds with the Storm Bolter at no armor piercing.
Okay.
Did he miss?
So
He hit 1. He
Son of a-
and then
nailed
so
1.
for resilient,
Miss.
yeah.
You got 1 damage. We'll need a marker.
You medium.
I'll put a dice.
Right here.
I'll put a dice.
Okay.
We'll just start using dice. Because I'll get some fancy pointing arrows and we can put the dice in.
Things get a little
Okay.
dicey.
Get a little
Yeah.
dicey. That should be all my shooting. And now we'll execute the charges. So this charge is pretty much a success. Yes. So these guys all move in. And charge over here with the Sanguinor. These guys moving in.
You can always charge people even when you're touching.
I'm not touching them, and I wasn't touching them. I positioned them so
Not
that they
them.
would be just out.
One, I'm asking a question, and 2, those guys were touching. I'm just curious. Were they not touching?
What are you talking about?
If you're already like in melee range, can you still charge people?
I purposely put my units outside melee range so that I can then make the charge into the melee range. I declared it a few times, but
On those ones, yes, but those
on
ones.
all of them.
Okay.
I did mention just in case.
Okay.
So the same thing with this guy. All right, and then charging with these over here, we're gonna probably need. You're gonna look at maybe a 5, maybe a 6. That's an 11. So they've charged successfully, pretty much going anywhere they want. And that's all the charges.
Ranch water.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So let's resolve this one at a time. We'll go with this battle over here.
I got some more.
These guys have 3 attacks each, so you're looking off the bat for 6. 6 times 3 right away. Let's get 18 dice. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And the charge will then give them 1 each because they're Space Marines, so that gives them an additional 6. They don't have the help of the Sanguinor, and they don't have the help of the Sanguinary Priest. So we'll roll these gray ones first. Two pluses hit, they all hit. So I guess I'll keep those separate. Those all hits. And let's move these away. We rolled 2 1s out of that batch. The rest are hits. Final batch. Ooh, 3 1s are rolled on that. Now, wounds. Their strength is 5 versus your toughness of 4.
Mhm.
So that should be
5 pluses.
Or
Or 3 pluses.
3 pluses.
Yeah.
4, no, 3 hits there. Ugh, God, I cannot roll. Another 6 misses there. That's 7 hits there. So 7 plus 3, you're looking at a total of 10 wounds at 2 damage each. So you're looking at 20 total damage, but it's
10 wounds
in
first.
10 wounds.
So we'll do the 10 first. This is for the demons. Done.
Not a single one.
And then we'll roll for disgusting. Yep. All 5s.
God, these fucking sanguinary guard, dude, they're the ones that do work on the Blood Angels.
I don't think it's enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's quite a little.
Well, we only have 1 health each. They're really bad.
Oh,
So if you all I have to do is hit what, 8? How many are left? 3,
yeah,
6,
these
8.
look like.
Yeah, they're dead.
Woo, another squad wiped. They don't want to let you go. Squad wiped. God damn, those guys are fucking good. Woo woo! Coming over here. This is a really important one because according to what the rules say is that it's models, right? It doesn't matter that my character's a badass and I have my 2 HQs versus 2 tiny little nurglings. I have to at least eliminate one of them.
Yes.
So the sanguinary, the sanguine. Sanguini Linguini, the Sanguinor, has 5 attacks charged for 6 attacks. Looking at his loadout, did I give him anything special? No, but strength plus 2, that's strength 6. He hits on 2 pluses. So 5 hits, and then wounds. Wounds on 2s. They all wound. 5 wounds. at massive armor piercing.
Well,
so
the
they
armor
get a-
doesn't matter against Nurglings,
Okay.
so it doesn't, because they get the invulnerable save plus the resilient anyway.
Roger. 5 wounds at 2 damage apiece.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll do the 5 first. All right, so 4 go through 8.
8 dice. Looking for 5s here. He got 3 of them. So 5 wounds. So 1 of them is dead, right?
Yeah.
Because they're 4 wounds apiece.
Yeah.
This one already had 1 wound on it. So it was 4. It was 7 wounds or total here. So all the remaining wounds have to go on
to
him first.
Yep.
So it's 3 more wounds to kill this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 wounds total. So 2 wounds go on this guy.
They carry over?
Yeah. What do you mean they carry over? Oh.
I thought you have to have a certain kind of melee weapon for damage.
No,
to
no,
carry over.
they don't carry over the individual 2s, but I got multiple 2 hits, right? So
Sure.
they do. One does carry over with 2 damage. Well,
I
here,
don't-
let's
I
do
don't
let's do the math. Let's do it right? So you have 5 dice worth of 2 damage.
Yeah.
Correct. So 1 dice, 2 dice go to this guy for 4 hits.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take 4 to eliminate him.
Yep.
Now I have 3 dice left to assign. So 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, right?
No, it was wounds.
Wounds.
It's only wounds. Not hits.
Wounds. So 1, 2, 3. So yeah. So this guy has 1 wound left, is what you're saying?
No, you needed 3 of there. He has 2 wounds on him.
He has 2 wounds on him?
Because that guy only had 1 damage marked on him,
Okay.
and you had to apply 3 to him.
And I had to apply
'Cause
5 hits.
Wounds, because those are wounds, not hits.
Okay, I'm fucking up my terminology. You're right. So these are just single damage, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because
So it definitely kills 1, and if it does carry over to the next unit, because if it
Yeah.
applies the unit that way, then that guy has 2
okay,
left.
so then that was the originally what I thought, where it's like
Yeah.
2 goes to this guy. So
yeah, it's just 2. Yeah, he's got 2 wounds on him.
But you asked like a see what makes it complicated, and I think why they removed that rule where Nurglings can like then do it on each damage is because you're right. In 9th edition, if you do 2 damage to a unit of 2 guys, those 2 damage have to go to one of the models.
Mm-hmm.
It does not then split over to that second model.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think this is how it works. I think we got it.
Okay.
Okay, so 2, and so now it's going to be up to him to finish him off, which would be how many attacks? The Sanguinary Priest has 3 attacks with the charge. That's 4 attacks.
Only mortal wounds carry over to targets. Okay.
So I think
Matt, I'll beat Matt.
you'll beat Matt, Joe. I would love to see the day.
Okay.
Did you beat Matt?
Done.
Oh, weapon skill 2. These are hits.
Alex
Thank
Rick is the
God.
most
Just
powerful
1
army
miss.
you've ever seen.
These are hits. And then the strength is 4 plus his weapon. They're probably hitting on 2s.
Matt's
'cause
been
their
playing for
toughness is
years.
2,
I
right?
have
Mhm.
1 game under my belt.
2s. So 3 hits.
Okay. None of the demon goes through 1 damage each or 2 damage each.
It's only 1 damage each this time, so I need 2 wounds to knock him out. Yes! He's out just barely. That literally came down to a single fucking wound. So we've got that area clear. This fucking camera. We got that area clear. We got that area clear. Now let's go over here to this charge. Oh my god, this camera. So 1, 2, that's 5 guys. I think they have 2 attacks apiece. Double checking. 2 attacks apiece. So that would be 10 dice. Plus 5 more dice for the charge, because when Space Marines charge, they do that. So that's 15 dice. And their weapon skill, I believe, is a 3 plus. Yes. So we've got 4 misses. The rest are hits. And the strength of those guys I'm fighting are 4, while the weapons that they have equipped here
What?
are 4.
That I've got? Yeah. I told you the only if
So
I'm ever going to win
fives.
with Nurgles, it has to be through points because it can't be through strength arms because the army sucks.
5s. So there's 3 hits there. And I have a few more. I'm starting to see what he's saying, and then 1 more 5 out of that round. So 4 hits total at 1 damage apiece at no armor piercing. Oh no, 1 armor piercing.
I don't think it matters. I think I have to use demon, the invulnerable save for demon on pretty much
no
my whole
armor
thing because
piercing.
my guys are. Yeah, they're saved 6+ anyway, so it doesn't matter. So
Okay.
all right, so 5 pluses for demon. All right, 1 save and then 3 at 5 each for
3 wounds
disgusting.
go through 5 up. Feel no pains. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Whoo! Now that was a Blood Angel turn. Turn 3 was definitely Blood Angels. At the end of the Blood Angel turn, well, we got to do points.
You get attrition.
So attrition is, I don't know what it is. Oh,
4.
we'll see how much it is if you do it.
Battle's never over.
Yeah, it's only turn 3.
What is attrition?
Attrition is when you kill more units, and so I think it. What did you get for it before?
Well, I meant how many points is attrition. I didn't memorize it.
Oh, how many points did you get for it last time?
I didn't memorize it.
I mean, it's on your board.
Oh,
That's why
I got 4.
Yeah, so I think it's 4
Okay.
because you only got it once.
Okay, 4. So we'll go up to 8 there on attrition. If y'all are wondering what he's talking about, it's this thing right here.
Yeah, I want to see
One
a
up to
full
8.
wipe.
And
Yeah.
then we did, and then Dominator. Do I hold more objectives than you? I do. So we get Domination, which is score 3 victory points if you control more than half the total number of objectives on the board, on the battlefield at the end of your turn. So, 3. And Slay the Warlord only scores once?
Yeah,
Oh,
because it's really
shit.
easy to do.
I guess you're right. I didn't think of that. Maybe in the future I'll take something different. Okay, cool. And then, so primary objectives were scored at the end of the command phase. And at the end of the command phase, I did not hold any of those objectives. So, moving on. It is now Nurgle turn 4.
Okay, so we get a command point.
And it's looking good for me, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll have to see in terms of the
this one
points.
has
He
like
had
9 command-
quite a bit of
How? So
point lead.
there's no engagement with tanks. Can I just move my demon prince away from the tank?
Yeah,
Because they don't count as being engaged.
you know, I don't know. Where did you learn that they don't count as being
I have
engaged?
no idea. He has wings, so I thought that maybe.
Flight. When you select a unit to fight, it first piles in. Pile in makes close combat attacks. I just need to look at falling back. Maybe it's under the fallback section. Charging. Mortal wounds, making attacks, shooting, psychic. Probably under movement. We gotta remember this shit. Fallback. So I think it counts as engagement. Units that are within engagement range of enemy models can only either fall back or remain stationary. Well, what you're wondering is, do vehicles do engagement range?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That
I
is
don't know.
correct.
I would have to
It's
look
not.
up.
It's that plus that plus
Maybe
that.
we can
Well, for now.
For now, yes.
go into the
Right.
app and type in engagement range. Core rule, engagement range. All it says for engagement range is 1 inch horizontally and 5 inches vertically. So yeah, I think there's nothing that says you know tanks don't count as being in engagement range. At least not as far as what I was able to find. A tank is a unit. When a unit is in engagement range, any
I don't know.
tanks
what
can
happened
be
there.
in engagement range. Stay engaged with the tank. The tank
Pouncer,
forced
where
to
you
fire at the.
Mishka.
Okay, so the tank is forced to fire at that engaged demons. That's right, because I have read that rule where I can't fire at anything else except for the thing that engaged me. So it's a way to tie the tanks up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
I'm just
can't
worried about the demon prince because I mean these guys aren't moving. They're going to tie up the tank no matter what.
Right, but the demon prince can't move unless he falls back.
Or what are the rules for falling back?
Okay. Fall back. When a unit falls back, each model in that unit can move a distance in inches equal to or less than the move characteristic, so 12. When doing so, you can move it within engagement range of enemy models, but it can't end its new move in the engagement range, blah, 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 blah. A unit, so they fall back. Units that fall back cannot shoot or manifest psychic powers. A unit cannot shoot or attempt to manifest. Okay, so I don't see any negatives right now
Then why
to falling back. I think what it is maybe I get to take an overwatch against a fallback or something.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just assuming because I would think that falling back there would have to be some kind of penalty.
You would assume so. It's like an attack of opportunity or something like.
If it
Well, it's one for
a unit cannot declare a charge in the same turn it declared a fell back. There's one restriction. A unit cannot shoot or attempt a psychic power in the same turn it fell back. So
Psychic power is
that's where
the
the restriction is. It can't charge, it can't shoot, it can't psychic power. Basically, you're saying all I want to do is move.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do my command phase. I get 5 points for my command phase.
Okay, so you get 5 points for your command phase because
I control this one.
Right, because you have 3 Nurglings and 1 Demon Prince versus a tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's primary objective points?
Primary objective points.
And did you get your 1 command point?
I did get my 1 command point, yeah.
It's got a lot, so be careful.
Yeah.
I can't do much with them.
Not even your stratagems?
No, most of the stratagems are kind of bad.
Did you pick them?
You get a bunch of them. I can use any of these, but they're just bad.
Wow, lame. Monsters can act like vehicles too. Per page from Google. Okay.
Demons, okay.
There's Baby Jesus. I want y'all to see him. He's kind of hard to see.
Baby, you're not.
Is this mine?
Yes. Baby, you're not. I want you to kill him.
That's terrible,
Baby
Joe.
Jesus, kill him!
That's terrible, Joe.
Kill Baby Jesus!
Somebody clip that. Joe, you're mad.
Now I'm canceled.
You're mad after Alex beat you up.
OG said, kill Baby Jesus!
You're canceled. No, correction. Joe said
Baby,
kill
you're
sweet baby Nurgle Jesus.
Nurgling Jesus.
Nurgling Jesus.
I'm going to smite these Blood Angel
man.
Marines.
This motherfucker
Yes.
took
So
me
I
out.
need a 5+.
Okay, hold on. Didn't it say you can't smite?
I didn't fall back.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I passed, even though one fell
Okay.
out. Actually, I need to know what the next one is. Oh, it's only 8. Okay, so you're gonna take D3 wounds.
Well, can you psychic power while you're locked in combat engagement? Okay. D3 wounds on who?
These guys. So
what is the D3?
1.
1 wound on one of the Marines.
Yep.
Okay. Give me an explosion, Joe.
Yep.
Yeah, D3 wounds. This guy, he doesn't have like melee, right? So I can just attack him with no issue.
Who?
This
yeah.
tank.
No, the tanks. Actually, why do tanks have weapon skills? Because my tank has a weapon, or at least I don't know. Some tanks do. Let's see if this one does. So going to the tank. This was a Razorback. It's got a weapon skill of 6+.
There's like a dude hanging off with a
Why?
butter knife. Tanks can ram.
Running speed, yes. See, that's what said run over the baby.
I didn't know that.
Hit the baby.
All right. Well,
Run over
anyways,
the baby.
so you're worried about me hitting you back.
Yeah, you can't hit me back, right?
I think I can hit you back, but it's like a 6+. It's pathetic. So I doubt that. I'd have to look up those rules. Do tanks? Here, let me just type that into Google.
God love me. That's a great show.
Close combat weapon. Yeah, it's a strength 0 AP 1 damage. Yeah. So it's the strength of the tank. But his weapon skill is 6. So first I have to roll a 6, and then the strength of a tank is 6. So versus whatever toughness yours is, and then it's
What's its wounds?
wounds on the Razorback is 10.
10, and it explodes if I kill it?
Correct. No, if I roll a 6 after you kill it, it explodes. So it's rare that it explodes.
They always explode. Always.
Never explode. Never.
I don't think it's worth attacking.
No, just kill yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense. Spellbox scrivener.
Do it, stupid Nurgles.
Oh, I think I got it.
You better! Your army is good!
You have to wipe him out. He's got a shit ton of points.
No, my fucking Sanguinary Guard is good. Everybody else rolls 1s. Yeah, the signal goes out periodically because we have some kind of computer issue. We thought it was a cable issue for the longest time, but I can't for the life of me figure it out.
Okay. I think I am done.
We're talking with Origin to potentially get a new one. Okay. So that was Nurgle turn 3 done. Angel's turn round 4. Okay, so here's the scoring, right? Because the command phase, I get 1 command point, and then at the end of your command phase, you score. So I've got 1 for 5, and then another 1 for 10, and then that one for 4. So there's 14 plus another 5, 19 because I control more than your opponent.
Yep.
So 19.
There's no point in me attacking. There's no reason for it. I can't kill the tank, and there's no. My guys cannot attack. They are garbage.
Yeah, so that's what. Yeah, now I see what you're saying. It's like they can't hit back. They can plop down
get points.
and they can laugh at you when you shoot them. But if it gets too overwhelming, then they're like, "Oh well, fuck, you got me, partner." All right. Well, I'm gonna move my Sanguinor. I'm gonna move. If you have enough command points, can he fly up into the air and then come down? I think so. Use the stratagem in your movement phase. Select 1 Blood Angel's Core jump pack from your army. Remove it from the battlefield. In the reinforcement steps of your next movement phase. So no, he cannot. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to do Upon Wings of Fire, which is going to allow me to take my Sanguinary Guard, these fucking badasses that do all the work in my army. Well, that would be letting go of an objective, huh? I don't know if I want to do
You're way
that.
behind, though.
And I'm behind. Yeah, so I'm not doing that. I'll do it with Sanguinor, since I still have this guy next to him. So he'll fly up. And I spent 1 command point, going down to 2 command points. In that case, I want to make sure that this guy is close enough to that so that he can hold down that objective.
Yes, I blew myself up.
Joe blew himself up last game against Alex. But that's not to say Alex didn't do any damage versus Joe. Alex was tearing Joe apart.
Yeah, it was Santa Claus only. These other ones are trash.
Well, he can't fire at the those guys in close combat because they're already engaged. God, that makes me so mad. Why, when I stream, is it the worst ever? Like when I'm doing these test streams and I'm barely moving, it never does it. But when I stream, it fucking goes crazy.
Oh, Juanito's dead. We just need to get his body out of there.
There's nothing inside that.
What'd you do to him?
They ate him.
Well, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I should start doing the math in my head because I need units over there to fucking destroy him. But I think I've got it, right? So how many points do you have total right now?
54.
Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus
That's like you
Christ.
need to wipe him out. So maybe you should move your angels and just destroy everything.
Okay, I could move the angels and destroy everything because what I could do is I could instead of taking the Sanguinor up, because you can only take one unit up at a time. I'm gonna see how to do this because Sanguinor has this special thing where he can like come
There's
in.
no way we're gonna win with points anymore.
Are you serious?
Depends.
Maybe.
Well,
I've got
we're-
2 turns to collect points.
How many points do you
I
have?
just collected these points here, and I got one more turn of collecting points.
How many points do you have?
All right, let's do the math.
He has 54.
He has 54, and I have to hope he doesn't grab any other points.
Correct.
So I'm at 19 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3. That's 36, and he's at 54, so that's 18 points that I need to make up.
Mm-hmm.
And I can get 15 points total off of
20.
20 points? How do I get
5,
20?
5, 5, 5.
Okay. So as long as I hold that, that's 5. Hold another 5, 5. and
1,
then
2,
hold
the
more.
most, and then the center is 20 points.
Okay. And I just needed to make up what? 18? What was
Yeah.
it?
Okay. Yeah, 18.
So I have to hold more than him, and I have to hold at least 2. Well, I'm already holding 2. It's hold more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Not playing this turn.
I'm gonna bring up the sanguinary because they hit a lot more, and then I'll put this guy back down here, and he's just gonna have to move manually. So let's move him 12 inches for his wings. Okay, and then I want to hold at least, right now I'm not holding any objectives, and I only would need 5, and then so that's why I would then move 18 here, which would then satisfy that, right? So that would give me 10 plus the middle is 15, and I need 5 more.
But when I played Alex, it lasted 7 rounds.
Five are holding 1, 5 are holding 2, 5 are holding more than your opponent, which I will get more than my opponent. Right? That's the deal, right? I don't want to make any errors, and then I'm like, be like, ah, you miscalculated. That's what makes this shit nerve-wracking, you know?
Right? Alex is too quiet.
He's quiet as fuck. It's making me more nervous.
I've been helping you. I've been helping you do the math properly.
I don't
No,
know.
I was
don't
good.
believe you.
The calculator helped me. No, he's right. He's
No, I
right.
told him about the 5
He's
extra
right.
points.
I don't believe you.
You don't.
Never lost.
Never lost.
Never counted. Never
Joe,
lost.
what? That's not nice to take away his win by saying it never counted. No man's land.
Well,
It's
he
one or
didn't
more,
defeat
two
me, I
or
defeated
more,
myself.
more. All right, I got it. Sorry. All right, I just wanted to double check and make sure. So I've got that movement, and oh, but you know what? There's a risk. I could be fucking myself. Why would I spend a command point to do that? Because I could go 12 here. Yeah, there's no need to take that kind of risk. Because remember, when I come back down, I have to stay outside of 9 inches. Meaning I have to do that very difficult to do charge. And I don't want to get trapped in that way. I think there was something like that. So we're going to go 12. Okay. And we'll get back that command point. I'm getting too clever for my own good kind of thing.
Y'all play yourself. Don't outplay yourself.
I know. Don't play yourself. Alright. Movement is officially done. Now firing. So let's do this last cannon, which cannot seem to roll anything more than a 1 or 2 on baby Jesus. I need a 3+.
Ah, baby Jesus.
Fuck!
You got so lucky.
Are you fucking seeing this shit? What the fuck? That goddamn Razorback is such a piece of shit.
Use your points.
He's like, I'm like, who the fuck is shooting over there? Oh no, sir!
Keep firing, assholes!
Keep firing, asshole! This way, sir! Which way, sir? This way? God damn it.
Do you want to use a command point?
Do I use a command point?
Maybe
Joe,
if I
you've been
were
telling
just-
me the whole fucking time not to use a
it.
fucking command
I feels
point.
it. I feels it.
Alright, it's only roll 1 dice, so one of them is still a miss.
I feels it.
You feels it? You guys, this is
Where'd
some.
you find that voodoo, huh?
This is some.
That's some voodoo shit.
This is some kind of record. Using a command point has never worked out for me. Not in Matt's game.
Ever.
Not in this game.
Ever.
Not ever. It's never worked. Granted, I've only played 2 games, but it's never worked out. How long is this streak gonna continue?
What did you do, Alex?
What did you do?
I don't know. I can't spend command points.
That guy cannot
You
fucking.
can't spend?
They're terrible. My command things are terrible.
They can fucking.
I can like counter charge and then reroll and that's it.
All right.
How?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Everyone in chat gets a 1. You get a 1. You get a 1.
Okay, firing at.
Damn it.
I want to make sure he doesn't get any points. Is the thing here? So how many wounds does that Santa hat guy have? This fool right here.
4 wounds.
4 wounds, and what's his armor stuff?
His toughness is 5, and then he's got 2 invulnerable saves, 5 and 5.
So, and the Demon Prince, who's harder to hurt, him or the Demon Prince? Seems like he's...
The Demon Prince is much harder. The Demon Prince starts with a save of 3.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well,
But it depends on what you're doing, because if you're shooting into them, their saves are higher because they're next to the tree.
I'm shooting into him
Okay.
with the Predator. Shooting into him with the Predator back here.
And the vehicle shooting restriction is because you have no infantry there. You can still shoot into people who are engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not shooting into that melee. I'm shooting over here.
Oh, you're shooting this guy? Okay.
Yeah, I'm shooting this guy. I can also shoot that guy, but you know his armor save is
Much
pretty
higher. Yeah.
tough.
And because this is a tank, it doesn't matter, right? You could just shoot this guy anyway.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The rule is for infantry only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you get defense? Can you tree?
But
I get a lot of defense with the tree. Yeah.
This guy. Okay. Loadout is ball flame sword cannon. So armor piercing 2. That's actually not bad. Damage 2. Okay. How many wounds does the demon prince have left?
He only has 1 wound on him right now, so I think he's got
4 or 5.
7.
7 wounds. Fuck.
Demon Prince is much harder to kill.
You know what's easier to kill is the Nurglings. Why am I messing around with the other ones? Let's go Nurglings. See what I'm doing, Joe? I'm killing all the guys so that he doesn't have control of that flag. Which he won't have control of that flag anyway because I'm coming in with the Sanguinary Guard. But I have to go through my checklist. Well, fuck, no, he's not going to have control of that flag because I'm coming in with
Was he
my...
gonna say missing?
Well, you know what? I just fucked up here too. These guys need to... These guys need to do an advance. Nope, I've already shot. I can't go back unless you allow me to go back.
Did you? For which ones?
These guys. What I'm trying to do is that, you know how I was like, okay, I'm gonna move them because it's that 9-inch charge is gonna be hard to hell. Well,
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at what I did. I made my charge harder. Oh, it's almost like a 10-inch charge now instead of a 9-inch charge. I kind of like wasn't thinking. And did that. So what I was going to do to correct that is do an advance. So do the 12 inches plus roll a dice and advance. They can't shoot and they can't fight, but what they're doing is they're adding the numbers to that that objective.
But they already shot.
No, they're not going to shoot at all and they're not going to fight at all
But they
if
already
you
did.
allow me to advance.
But they already did shoot, though, right?
They did not shoot. The only thing that happened, the shooting, was the las cannon back there. Remember how the las cannon always rolls ones and twos?
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't shoot,
So
that's
I'm
fine.
going backwards in time in
Yeah.
order to get more people in there because I'm nervous as hell. I probably shouldn't be. No, I've already shot. You know, it's that rule. Once you take your finger off it, if your opponent allows it, sure, but I feel bad. So, all right. Well, in that case, then yeah, I'll just pump the ball predator into the Nurglings to try to clear them out. So it's auto hit. How many hits?
Why can't you just switch dice like I told you?
One hit, 1 wound, 2 damage on a Nurgling.
And then, so hit goes through, 2 wounds go through.
So at least I got 1 Nurgling out. That is just ridiculous. Stormbolter on a Nurgling. 2 hits. 2 wounds, of course. No armor piercing on a Stormbolter.
2 wounds, 1 damage. So that's for that. That's for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get these pistols going.
So because they're in cover, you're doing the minus to hit, right?
Minus to hit, yeah. Yeah.
The -2 to hit.
-2 to hit?
Yeah. The auto hit goes through, right? But the other
Auto
one,
hit goes through.
but the Stormbolter one,
But the Stormbolter one was. They were good rolls, but I don't know. Let's just redo it. So they're normally 3 to hit, or
Okay.
no, they're. Oh, it's a Stormbolter which doesn't have the auto hit, so it's 3 ballistic skill to hit, plus 2. Why?
because the tree provides cover, which gives him +1, plus the fly is given another cover. So
The cover isn't to the armor save? I thought that the tree cover is to the armor save. Is that...
I don't think the tree applies to armor. I think the cover always is to hit, right? Because why would cover
Well-
give you armor?
Well, cover gives you armor on buildings. That's why you enter this building and you have a +1 to your armor save.
It's armor save, not to hit.
Yeah. I know it's weird, but I mean, it's like depending on what the cover is. So, there's something called heavy cover, +1 to save against ranged weapons. That's light cover, right?
Okay, so it's light cover.
So if it's light cover, then it's +1 to your save, not +1
To my save, okay.
to your hit.
And then it's 1 additional to that. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so then that Stormbolter did work.
Thought the Nurglings were engaged. No, because I don't think they can be engaged with. This tanks don't count as engagement.
No, if the Nurglies are engaged with the tank, which I guess they are because I moved that tank there, then they can't even hit that. Yeah, so never mind. That squad is engaged.
All right. So this
So
guy
I'm
come
gonna
back.
rewind on everything, including the ball tank main cannon, and which means I don't have to roll that 1.
For what?
Remember when I was firing at this guy at the
At the Scrivener?
no, I was firing at the Nurglings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you want me to take all that back because they're engaged?
Well, they can't. Yeah, because you can't have fired at them at all, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll fire at the only ones that I can engage with, which is this
That
guy.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the number of attacks, a 3. And depending on that, what's his toughness? I have a 6 strength.
He's not super tough.
So it could be 2 to 3 wounds.
5.
It would have been a 4. Right.
So two hits.
So 2 hits for 2 damage apiece.
Okay. So we'll do the. It's armor piercing.
Yeah, armor piercing. Through 2.
2. Okay. So it's 5 pluses anyway for the demonic ability. 1 gets through, and then this will be for each wound. 2 wounds.
2 wounds on that guy. We'll
Scrivener.
just put a dice on it.
Yeah.
He has 2 wounds left.
No, 2 wounds total. He has.
I know, but if he has 4 wounds,
Yeah,
then he
yeah,
has
he's
2
got 2 wounds left.
So the Stormbolter will go into him. That's you said it's +1 to hit.
No,
Or
we're
not?
doing it. We were doing it based on armor save.
Okay, but what about that tree thing?
The tree thing, we're saying it does it off the armor save.
Okay, so then 2 hits. I don't know what's with this 1 and 2 shit. Misses. That's it from the ball predator. That was it from the razor. The pistols. I could do some pistol work here with the sanguinary guard, since I didn't advance with them, and then that'll be good. Okay. So 2, 2, 4. 2 dice apiece, and we'll put all of these shots into, well, the only guy that's not engaged. 2s. And then these Angelus bolt guns are only a strength of 4, and you said your guy's toughness was like a
5.
5, so it would need 5s to hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, whoa, that's a good roll. I knocked that dice over. So there's 6 hits, 6 wounds.
Okay.
At 1 armor piercing and 1 damage apiece.
So we put it's at 5s anyway. Okay, so 6 hits. 2 blocked. So we've got 4.
2 blocked, 4 coming through. 4 wounds.
Okay.
Okay, now executing a charge. In order to charge, I'll need to get an 8. Because I'm running Blood Angels, they add +1 to that, which means I only need a 7 to get there. And this is the melee phase, so I can get a command point reroll in case I mess this up. I messed it up. We got a 6, 1 off, so I'm going to spend a command point. Now, somebody tell me this. When you're re-rolling a charge, you re-roll both dice, right?
No.
Well, you re-roll only one of the dice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So then I'll just leave the 5.
Yeah.
So I'll need to have a 2 and above. Because I was like, well, why can't I re-roll, the whole attack?
Yeah, as long as these cards are right. The cards say any single dice.
Okay. So I need a 2 and above to get the 6.
Wait.
No, both dice for a charge. Why is it a special rule then?
It conflicts with command reroll.
Yeah, I hate that.
All right.
It says...
Because it says any single dice. It doesn't
Yeah.
say any single... Whatever.
A charge... Oh, well, you are using 8th edition cards, right?
I don't know what these are. Yeah, sure.
Those are 8th edition cards.
Boo.
So it's both of the dice. But yet, when I'm rolling for like a 2d6 shot, can I roll that entire 2d6 shot?
I don't know.
Chat, I need a ruling on that just for the future. I got it that time. 7, because I need an 8, or it was 8. So 7 plus 1 is 8. Successful charge on the Nurglings. So let's do that charge now, which is 18 dice plus another 6.
I'm going to play Warp Surge.
Oh, shit.
I just get to... My invulnerable roll will be 4 pluses. This turn.
Whoa. Why?
Because I
Have you
played...
not? Why didn't you use that before? Doesn't that seem pretty good?
Sometimes it's good.
Okay. Okay, finish off the Nurglings. We'll throw out any 1s. There's 2 1s from this round. And I'm just going to roll the rest of the dice. 3 1s from this round. Okay, and then to hit is 2s to hit. They're dead. They're gotta be dead. Yeah. You're looking at 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hits at 2 damage apiece.
Okay. 16 hits. Oh, at 2 damage apiece?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Or 16 wounds at 2 damage apiece is the correct terminology. At armor piercing.
Oh yeah, the demons don't armor doesn't matter for demons.
Okay.
All right.
Whoa. It's a pretty good blocking roll.
Prove by one. Yeah. All right. So 6 wounds get through.
Okay. So that's 12 dice, right?
Huh?
6 wounds at 2 damage each. Now
No,
you have
it's-
12 feel no pains.
No, because three hits went through at 2 each.
Oh, 3 hits
Yeah.
went through at 2 each. That was a pretty good block.
Yeah, it was good. I can't see.
So you had, oh, wow.
3 go through.
Get the fuck out of here. The fucking angels coming and can't kill fucking Nurglings? Are you kidding me?
All right, this guy dead. Well, one's dead.
Well, more.
That's not bad though.
Well, one is dead, and then where does the other 2 damage go? Because that guy had 3 damage on it.
Yeah. Are all the sort? Are they're all separate attacks and they all?
You know what? I think that's the thing that we can't understand, but I think it's a special case because your specific ruling is for each and every individual hit, then you're rolling. So at that point, all the hits have already been assigned.
Yeah.
So it's not like hits will drop off. I mean, it's very difficult for me to like process in my head and understand.
Well, I mean, it's like when your swords are coming down, they're going after a Nurgling, right? And then you're
Correct.
like, oh, that one died. I'm gonna switch it. It's like I don't.
Correct,
think
but you
that's-
have 3 damage coming through, and so
Yeah.
that has to be 2 sword swipes, right? It's not a single sword swipe is only going to be a maximum of 2 damage.
Yeah. So one sword swipe ended up killing the Nurgling, and then the other sword
So
swipe
one
automatically.
sword swipe kills that Nurgling by assigning one of those dice, and then I have 2 dice remaining to assign to any remaining unit in that unit. So 2 more wounds will go on to the next guy. Because it only took 1 wound, 1 sword swipe on a single Nurgling. Okay, wounds are separate from damage.
Yeah.
Okay, only saves. I can't read that no more.
Because I get to apply the damage, right? And so I'm going to say the 2 damage from 1 attack goes to the Nurgling that had 1 life left.
Yeah, you actually don't get to choose if it's already damage assigned to one person.
Yeah.
So all that damage goes there.
Yeah.
So 2 go to that one.
Yeah. And then 1 goes to the other one.
That's
so
we gained
but
it out to work it. Yeah. So
But is that right? Because
I think
I
that's
don't
right.
want to be playing wrong.
No, I
forever.
think that's right. But see, that's why they removed this rule in 9th edition from the feel no pain and going against each hit. You know, I think that was just messy for them.
Wounds don't spill over.
Yeah, wounds don't spill over, but okay, hold on. Let's think it through. So it was 3 wounds, right?
3 wounds.
So it actually doesn't matter. Let's not talk about 2 damage each. So 3 wounds. So
No,
then
3 damage came through is all that came through. It was just 3 damage.
No, it's 3 wounds that went through.
No, it was only 3 damage because I failed 3 rolls on my.
No, so it was 6 wounds that actually came through, but then you had 6 feel no pains. That's what it was. So once you're going to that feel no pain step, those wounds have already had their damage applied strategically to where they would be applied to.
Wounds spill over, damage doesn't.
But do you guys understand? Alex is rolling individual dice for each damage when we get to the feel no pain. But before that, he's rolling only for the single wound, regardless of how much damage it's doing.
Okay, never mind.
I don't understand how to do it.
I'm gonna stop looking at chat because there's
Yeah, at this
dumb.
point when there's...
So what happened was you did 3 wounds to me,
Yeah.
which ended up being 6 total damage, and I
Yeah.
blocked half of it.
Okay.
And so 3 damage came through to me.
Okay.
Who determines what damage goes where?
Perfect. So that's how we'll do it in the future, is once we have this 3 damage to assign to a unit, that's when it gets assigned. And so because one already had one wound left, that one goes there, and then the 2 damage continues to be assigned to that unit. Is there any other units left in that unit? Yes, there's 2 other Nurgling models, right? Or 1 other Nurgling model. So 2 of that damage then goes to the next guy.
So I don't get to determine what damage goes where. Because I thought we always get to decide what damage goes where.
I don't know, bro, man.
Right.
My brain is fried, dude.
Okay.
Let's sit and read chat. Where's that guy? I guess he had to go.
Yeah, probably. I was gonna look it up in but the search function's terrible.
All right, do it for us, guys. Here's what happened. I want you to type it out completely because we're failing to understand right now.
Pouncers.
You roll saves versus wounds.
Done.
You then calculate.
I trust him.
I missed it. Okay, your opponent decides where wounds go first. That's the step that we have not been doing. So when I had 3 wounds coming to you, then you needed to then, right? Or now we're just relying on every goddamn.
That seems awful.
All right. Let me whip out the rule book. Full stop. This is going to be important for, like, I don't know, every single fucking game we play.
If an attack
edition.
successfully wounds the target, the player commanding the target unit allocates that attack to one model in the target unit. If a model in the target
Okay,
unit...
so let's stop there. Let's think it through.
Hmm.
So one wound, you allocate 1 wound to which target?
That guy.
Okay. And 2 of the damage goes to him.
Yeah.
And he only had 1 wound remaining, so 1 wound is lost. So then...
So he lives?
What? No. 1... What?
Because he blocked the wound. He didn't block the damage.
You said that there was 3 wounds.
Check on,
3 successful wounds.
Did you
You already attempted to block everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
You
3...
there's 3 successful wounds,
Yeah.
so assign those wounds.
So assign the damage from those wounds.
No, don't even get to the damage yet. That's what I think they're trying to tell us.
Okay, so...
Assign the wounds.
Okay, so 1 wound here, and then
Uh-huh.
2 wounds to that guy.
Okay, so then how much damage is in each of those wounds? So 1 wound there, that guy gets 2 damage from that single wound, which then kills him.
Well, I blocked 3 damage, which is the problem we're getting to, is...
The feel no pains.
Yeah, so...
Where each feel no pain is individual fucking die rolling, and it's like, what the fuck? Well, we're doing 8th edition fucking, demon feel no pain. How has this not come up before? I guess it's never been...
Why wouldn't you just apply all of them to one unit so it can't spill over to the others? I mean, yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
That's what
but,
I wanted to do too.
Well, that means that this guy gets no damage, and then that would
He
be
gets
right.
no damage?
That's what he's saying. Is I would have just say all of the attacks go to this guy.
Right, but that's ridiculous because then nobody would ever die.
Yes.
So you don't get to assign it. They would say all 36 of your successful wounds go to 1 of my Nurglings. The other 2 Nurglings get no wounds assigned to them. So it has to be the way we were doing it the whole time. Feel no pain rolls are made after you fail saves. Yes, we did that.
Yeah.
But when he's doing his feel no pains, he's doing it 1 dice for every single point of damage. Is that correct?
Yes, that is for sure correct.
Okay, so if he's doing it for every single point of damage, and then he somehow blocks only 3 of 6 damage, which is distributed in 2s, 2, 4, 6, then what happens when you're assigning that single half damage? Did you find it, Joe? So allocate attack. Player commanding target selects 1 model in that unit. If that model already has lost wounds or has already had attacks allocated to this phase, they must select that model. Roll 1d6 and modify by the attack's armor piercing. If the result is less than the save of the selected model, saving throws failed and suffers damage. Inflicting damage. Select the model and lose a number of wounds equal to the attack's damage.
Get them all destroyed. By
So the attacks have already been assigned. So your feel no pains are just attempting. I think all the attacks have already been individually broken up and assigned, and the feel no pains is just an extra step on there, where yes, you can split it up. We're trying to confuse assigning save rolls and wounds to assigning feel no pains. At that point, the damage has already been done to the units.
Okay.
So then you're rolling your feel no pains. All right. The only way to do it is to resolve one wound at a time, instead of trying to resolve them all at once. So we had 3 successful wounds. So now you'll need to roll 2 feel no pains for 1 unit, right? Because we're assigning 2 damage to the wounded Nurgling that only has 1 wound remaining. See what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna have
that's
to
not how
assign
that
them.
works, though. You don't roll independently for. I mean, I don't play a lot, but I've watched a lot, and they don't go for that attack. I'm rolling feel no pain. For that attack, I'm rolling. All of them are rolled simultaneously.
Well, can you visualize for me how we do this?
You roll 1 feel no pain roll for each wound. Yeah, we got that.
I'm over. Well, then get us out of the overthinking. Here's what you need to do. goddammit. All right, you need to use the exact example that we have. Okay, I'm attacking a unit of 3 Nurglings.
Do you have a mouse?
Do I have a mouse?
Yeah.
Not on me. Why?
There's some people that were giving examples.
Okay.
Scroll up.
I got it right now. Do it one at a time, but and it's slower, but it's fully correct. Choose model.
There's the
Choose.
longer paragraphs.
There's longer ones.
Yeah, keep going up. There.
Okay, listen to Garrett Fish. You technically you roll all dice for hits, wounds, and saves at one time. For this example, you would have to assign the damage one at a time because of the fact that it's. So you would assign 2 damage to one model, then you roll for both feel no pains. If the model is still alive, you assign 2 more. Yeah, you have to do it one at a time like I thought. Okay, yeah. It's fucking annoying to do that way, but that is how you do it, and that is... I feel so stupid now for not understanding it, but it's also kind of obtuse, right? Am I using the right word? Obtuse? It's I don't get it.
So what happens is the first 2 successful damage for 1 attack go through on this guy that had 1 health left. So he dies.
Yeah.
And then there's 1 damage left, and it goes to that guy.
But you rolled all 6 of the dice at once. What we're saying is that you've got to roll the dice individually. So 3 wounds came through. So let's just say that these 3 dice were all 1s, right? When you were rolling your armor saves, they are all 1s. So now we need to assign this failed armor save to one of the Nurglings, and then we do that one at a time. So this failed armor save to one of the Nurglings is equal to 2 dice worth of damage, or 2 damages.
Yep.
So that would then mean that you need to roll 2 dice right now and get a feel no pain of 5 and above to avoid both damage. And then if you manage to block one of them and fail one of them, or if you manage to fail them both, that damage will then not carry over to the next unit. It'll just be wasted. So just roll these 2 dice for that Nurgle unit that is already hurt. Roll these 2.
That can't be right. We can't.
That
be
is
doing-
right.
That's
what they're saying, right?
Yeah,
Because
but
you have,
I mean,
but that's the process. You have to assign wounds to models, and then once you have that wound assigned, that wound will do 2 damage to that specific model. Period. But you have a special rule that says when the damage is hurting you, you can ignore it on a 5+. Roll for each dice. So that's what we're doing. We're doing exactly that. We're saying, here's 2 dice for that one. Roll feel no pains. Try to get 5s. And then we're saying, roll these 2 5s for that wound, that failed armor save, and try to get 5s. And then roll these for that one to try to get 5s.
Every time I play this game, I want to play this game less.
I know, right?
Dude, it's crazy.
I feel the same way. But once you fucking get past all that, then you understand.
Well, until they change the codex, and then we have to relearn everything when the next codex comes out.
It's true, but you know
Okay.
what? They agree with you, Alex, that this shit is not. It's not right. This feel no pain stuff. So they have effectively in the new version removed all this. They removed those things to make it go smoothly. Now I don't excuse it. I
no,
don't
it
excuse it
doesn't.
because it's like a patch. You're like patching the thing.
It doesn't make it more smoothly.
It does make it more smoothly if that rule isn't individual dice for each damage on the thing, because it removes that at all.
It only removes 1 damage from each one instead of the whole thing from it, and you're gonna have to start breaking up all the rolls anyway.
No, because if you just fail it and there is no feel no pains, then you get 2 damage here, 2 damage here, and 2 damage here. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do anything, so it does remove it.
Except for when now, but that's only if I fail all of them. Is it easier? But if I succeed on 2 of them,
okay, let's go through this. Let's go through the example. No, that's simple, Alex. Look, if you succeed, right, 5s on your armor saves. Remember, these are armor saves. These are not feel no pains. So you would have to. What's his armor? Those Nurglings' armor is like 6, right? You would have had to roll 6.
Well, they're demons, so it's invulnerable save of 5+. So
okay, invulnerable save of 5+. So if you did 5s here, then the 2 damage that were going to be assigned here is effectively blocked. 2 damage is effectively blocked, and you just assign 2 damage.
And then now they run their disgustingly resilient.
No, they don't run the disgustingly resilient because we're talking about a scenario where they removed the disgustingly resilient in order to streamline the rules and remove this stupid
What I'm
bullshit.
telling you is they didn't remove disgustingly resilient. They changed it. They made it. It's gonna be worse.
It's going to be worse?
Yeah.
No, I have the codex with me right here.
It removes all of it.
Barely anybody has this codex right now. They sent it early, so let's see what the disgusting resilient is.
It removes the total damage dealt by 1. And so now your bookkeeping...
They don't have disgusting resilient at all.
Shit's fucked up. There you go.
You said they had disgusting resilient?
Or whatever,
something else?
Whatever it's called.
Okay, so... What do they have now?
We got the situation figured out. We're good here. We're just talking about later.
Now we're just arguing over it. Are they streamlining the game because they want? You're saying they didn't streamline it. They made it more complicated. But I don't even know the rule yet, so I can't argue that because I haven't read.
We
the
got this
rule
one
yet.
figured out. There's 2 damage on that Nurgling, and that's it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
But they made it worse.
Okay. So that was what we did with the angels. So the angels are done, and then we have one more fight, and then we can get past round 4.
62.
So the one more fight right here.
Final round soon, hopefully.
Shut up, Joe.
Fuck his ass out. Juanito died of boredom twice.
Hey, I'm having fun because I'm about to win,
Like
but it is a grueling experience
It is.
for the ones that
Especially
aren't winning,
on
like
something like
Alex.
this.
Like, why would you want to hang around? I mean, you can call it Alex if you want.
No, this whole... We have to look at the rules.
Yes, I understand it's rough going. I get you. And you're right. It is definitely rough going. Those are all hits. And then we have... it's 5s to hit, right? Because it's a 4 versus a 4, and when you have a 4 versus a 4, it's a 4. Okay, so actually 5 hits. 5 hits versus the Plague Bearers. Or, I'm sorry, 5 wounds versus the Plague Bearers. At 1 damage each.
5 wounds.
5 wounds at 1 damage each.
Okay.
Be dead, hopefully.
So in this case, let's slow it down. So in this case, you successfully blocked 1.
2, because I have the thing.
The thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you blocked 2, and 3 went through 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. So 3 Plague Bearers die. And in this instance, it was very easy because the Plague Bearers only have 1.
Except for they don't, because now I have to run disgustingly resilient.
Okay, so put.
Oh
those,
wait, sorry, are you attacking Plague Bearers?
Yes, these. Plague
Okay,
Bearers.
well then this one doesn't count. I thought you were attacking Nurglings. So 4 go through.
Okay, 4 go through.
And then now I get to roll 5 pluses.
Yeah. So then, since these are individual damages, 1 is blocked, 3 damage goes through,
Yep.
one Plague Bear dead, another
Yep.
Plague Bear dead, another Plague Bear dead. So you're looking at 3 Plague Bears down.
Yep.
All right. So, the turn is over. And then, so then we don't get any Slay the Warlord, but we might get attrition and we might get domination. This is like, see, the secondary objectives, man, they kind of slow things down, definitely, for sure. So domination, score 3 victory points if you control more than half the total number of objectives. Yes, so I'll get 3 more in that, and that will go up to 6. And then attrition, score 4 victory points at the end of the battle if more enemy units than friendly units were destroyed. Well, yes, because you lost that Santa Hat guy. So that would be 4 victory points. So that would go up to 12. Okay.
Okay. I don't think I don't want to play anymore. I don't think I can catch back up.
Yeah, because you're at round 5, right?
Yeah,
and round 5, and that's how it normally is. Warhammer will probably last 5 rounds. It's kind of, or 4 rounds, and then you'll kind of know if one person can catch up or not by then. It's rare that then you go play that 5th round and then play the both sides of a 5th round. So
we don't know. The final victory point is if I wasn't conceded, I win, because I'm conceding winning. So we don't know. If we continue to play, he'd probably get another 20 points.
If we continue to play, I don't think you're scoring any more primary objectives. I don't think you're scoring a single point at all. Because you have Slay the Warlord, which you're not going to do. Domination.
Yeah, but he's talking about what's the final points. It's like, well, it doesn't matter.
The final points is what you have right now.
Okay.
Which is what total?
55.
55. Okay. And then right now, if we were to call it here, if he didn't concede, would he technically have won?
No.
So that's 19 plus 6 plus 12 plus 6. You know, I'm 43. So yeah, you're still ahead.
Yeah, but you get 20 points at the next end of round, so like you'd be ahead anyway. I can't catch up. There's no point in playing.
Right.
Yeah, like
the
battle is done.
That's how most Warhammers go, where you can calculate ahead of time, especially if you're pretty good with math. If you're not good with math like me, I'd probably just continue to play, but it's not fun at all for the person who has already.
There's no way he can attack.
There's no way. Yeah, he's surrounded.
Guys without guns cannot fight people with guns. That is how guns work.
So what he has left is he has Nurgle Baby Jesus and 2 Nurglings, 1 very hurt, and this tree which doesn't do anything, and 2 Plague Bears which.
But they just win.
Woo! But that was. You know, was it closer than I thought? Alex definitely put up a... He made me so scared whether he was going to win or not.
You played turn 1 unoptimally. I think if you had charged me, you win way faster.
Yeah, because I was a little nervous and I didn't really know how to play. If I just was super aggressive, I would have won 1 round earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's times to charge them and there's times to not charge them, and all you had to do is knock the Nurglings off, and then you start getting these points.
And to be honest, I've taken no hits on the Ball Predator, no hits on the Razorback, no hits on my...
I wasn't attacking.
So honestly, you're right. This was a slaughter. So all 3 of us have now been slaughtered.
There's no point, because the Nurgle cannot attack. You don't want them to attack anybody because they're garbage.
Nurgle demons.
Nurgle, period. Because the Death Guard are not technically Nurgle, they're Space Marines, but yeah. Yes, they worship the Nurgles.
Okay. All right, so I slaughtered Alex, and there it is for you, Joe.
Slaughter! Was it a slaughter?
It was a slaughter. You didn't hurt any of my guys. Who did you hurt?
Yeah, but
who'd you kill?
What do the points say? We don't play by victory
it was
points.
A slaughter.
I'm just saying what I did to OJ does not compare to what you did to me.
You tabled OJ.
Yeah.
No, OJ tabled himself,
That's
Alex.
correct. That is correct.
So you didn't table OJ. OJ tabled himself.
That's right.
Well, the only one that we need to slaughter is Matt.
Yeah. I will.
Give him a bad army.
You'll do it,
I'll
Joe.
do it.
You'll
Easy.
do it. Well, Joe,
I'm playing my.
I can tell
you're gonna make Matt play Nurgle.
He's got a ton of tanks. No, he's got Sisters of Battle.
He's gonna play Sisters.
Sisters, and he also has a White Scar Space Marine army. So we got to be careful with that. All right, guys. So that was crazy. As we're trying to learn the game, what does that say?
What?
What's the live time there?
About 4 hours.
God damn.
Yeah.
So not only was it 4 hours, but it was 2 hours of setup. Remember that stream? So that's 6 hours of total time. And to get 4 turns of goodness. I'd say 2 or 3 turns were, was exciting, and it's like who's going to win, and then we figured it out there towards the end of the 4th round, 5th round. But
Yeah.
anyways, that is a victory for the Imperium, a victory for the Blood Angels. We managed to save Juanito's
Save
body and gene seed,
His virtue is gone, though.
which we can then now create and reinforce the Space Marines. The Space Marines will live to fight another day.
And he could claim custody of the 7 kids and his floosy wife.
That's
Because
right.
I just found out Space Marines are sterile. How do I have 7 kids?
I don't know.
How? Someone explain
Stay
that
tuned
me.
to find out on the next episode of AJ's Battle Reports or whatever. Okay, bye guys. Later.